Listen, you tell me, because you can tell me, right? You tell me, what are you working on now to help him? I'll wait patiently. What are you working on right now? I'm waiting on you. What you working on right now to help Free the Master? Like when he come out, what you gonna be able to say you did? All I'm doing is spreading his knowledge in books. Okay, that don't have nothing to do with his freedom. You don't know how much more you can do? You wanna know like why I could tell you? And I hope nobody don't take offense to this. It don't mean as much to you as you think. Because if that was your peoples locked up, being done wrong for 2 decades, I bet you'll know how you can help them. I bet you'll know. It don't mean as much to you as you think it do. That he come out. You signed a petition. You signed a petition. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you had signed a petition. That was your fight. That's how you fought. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Like, you signed a petition, family. For real. You did. You signed a petition. That the way you did that, how you fought. And you try to tell me we need to be focused on his freedom. You know how much of my life is dedicated to what you trying to tell me about? A petition, family. It's all good. Like I say, you just don't know. Y'all don't even know what y'all saying. If that's all that matters, why y'all not showing that? Y'all be on here talking to me like I'm the prison system. You tell me what else we do. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You saying, like, look at how you said what you said, right? That's all. The mission is still to fight for the master, free him. That's all we supposed to be focused on. That's all that matters. Okay. You mean that's all I'm supposed to be focused on? Because now I'm talking to you about what you doing to help him. You telling me that you signed a petition. And then you going to ask me what else we can do to help somebody who's incarcerated, being mistreated and mishandled and falsely accused. And you asking me? Exactly. So just watch what you're saying. Watch what you're saying. It's all good, though. I know a lot of y'all probably don't be knowing what you're saying. Like, this nigga who just commented in my comments. Nigga who is the easy route is going at one of the biggest rappers, go do God work in the streets. Why you on this man back? Like, I'm sure it's others you grew up with that you need to be calling out. First of all, let's deal with it for real. Clutch Williams. First of all, first time hearing about you supposed to be helping my dad with running for president. You supposed to be doing some kind of campaign that they had paid y'all to do to help him run for president. I told my dad, I'm like, I know that might seem the way to go, but these niggas don't really be knowing what they doing. This was 2-3 years ago. That's how I found out about you. Second of all, the only reason why people know about you is because you went at one of the biggest rappers. You just did it in a comedic way. Yo, you building a legacy off a nigga shadow. Can you please sit your itchy bitchy ass down? You literally building a legacy off a nigga shadow. You don't even know what that is or what that means. Mean that when you keep going up, get what people gonna be saying? Oh well, cardiac arrest. Do you know that? Do you know that your background, the soul of what you doing, gonna be built off what came out of nigga mouth? That when niggas see you, they gonna say, "Oh, that's the nigga who be Kevin Gates." They not gonna say Clutch Williams. That's the legacy you building. Ironically, you coming to talk to me about, bro, the easy route, big brother. It's the going and one of the biggest rappers. Can you pay attention to what the fuck the irony is? Nigga, you literally coach Kevin Gates. That shit get annoying. After a while, imitation ain't flattery no motherfucking more. How you think it feel to be Kev? And your philosophy was backwards as hell. Nigga talking about some, I was gonna take the most, Kevin Gates, everything he do was gangster. So I'm just gonna take that and make that funny. A lot of what Kevin Gates do is spiritual, nigga. Which is why when you doing the parody, you think you hitting it on the nail. But you really backing yourself in a corner. A comedic corner at that. A ha corner. So can you please retire what the fuck is coming out your mouth? That's why I had to tell his ass, man, step out of this one. You have no idea what you speaking on. Oh, well. Like, bro, shut your... What the fuck is you talking to me for in the comments, nigga? The fuck is you talking about? Go Kevin Gates. Go do your job, nigga. Don't need a body double some motherfucking where. You don't even have the right to say nothing. You ain't know that? Like, you literally don't have the right to talk. We'll hit you up when Kevin sleep. Fuck. That nigga's a Timu Kevin. And they gonna come and say some shit to me. Wish list body ass Kevin? We didn't need no other Kevin, nigga. Kevin, he can handle it. That nigga had a bright idea. Said, ooh, let me be the off-brand one. We didn't need an off-brand Kevin, bro. We got an on-brand one. The fuck? That like the nigga Perkio, the Lil Durk mix remix, whoever that nigga was. Him coming in and weighing in on street politics. Excuse me. Do you know that we know you because you can be a parrot? So if you don't shut your bird ass up, you know what I'm saying? So there's just a lot of that going on. Do I think I'm better than y'all? Who? I think I'm better than a lot of people. But the people who with me, I don't think I'm better than them. Nah. But anybody who not with me, oh yeah, I'm for sure better than y'all. If you're not with me, then yeah, I'm better than you. And I don't mind saying that. I'm way better than you. But if you with me, nah, I ain't better than you. I'm walking right alongside. We teaching each other. It's these itchy bitches down below me that I'm better than. You got the Fed, welcome home. For sure, Dre. Shout out what you be doing too with the AI videos. Shit hard. I respect the whole movement. That what's up. For sure, Rocket. All right, who got the question? Ooh, boy. Chosen. I know y'all going through it. All the chosen ones going through it. I'm eating a vegan wrap. I know all the chosen ones going through it. Y'all been fasting. We doing all kind of shit. Don't nothing make sense in this world to the chosen ones right now. And I know y'all like thinking like how it's gonna change. That's not gonna change because the world that's gonna make sense is the one you building. Everything else you looking out there seeing, it's gonna keep not making sense. Just help you understand it. Because it's a fallen world. Status. If you have the patience and the discipline to do that, go ahead. Do your thing. But it's no easy to do status change. I wish they would just stop talking to me, right? Like, why motherfuckers keep finding their way to my comment section to say stuff to me? Like, nigga 21 Savage ain't said shit. Everybody trying to be his mouthpiece. Like, how that work? He ain't said nothing. Waka Flocka, mouthpiece. Clutch Williams, mouthpiece, all well. Cardiac arrest. Shut up. The fuck is this nigga? Why are you talking to me, sir? Like, why y'all speaking to me? What the fuck are you nigga talking about? Bro, the easy route is going at one of the biggest rappers. Go do God work in the streets. You doing God work in the streets, mimicking another nigga? That's God work in the streets. Why you on this man back? Like I'm sure there's others y'all grew up with that need to be calling out. You not sure of nothing. You shouldn't have said that. Cause no the fuck you not sure of nothing in life. You sure as others. Others like what? You didn't even know 21 Savage was one of us. You don't even know what one of us mean. Y'all convinced that the CIA is the only one who able to produce children who are super genius, talented, with otherworldly abilities. Y'all convinced the CIA the only ones who could do that, or the military with top secret programs. Nigga, I come from one of them programs, and the military didn't do it. The CIA didn't do it. So you have no idea what you're speaking on. Like, it's like two guys talking, and then here come a million. No, I mean, like, this literally like two guys talking. One guy talking, by the way, because the other guy won't say shit. As a matter of fact, the other guy saying, don't say this guy's name. The other guy is attempting to deny. You want to know why? Let me tell you why. Only I could tell you why, by the way. 21 Savage is the nigga with the steak, right? In the Matrix movie. What the nigga name was? Cypher. 21 Savage is the nigga in the Matrix movie eating the steak, knowing the steak ain't real. So when I pop up and I'm telling him, bro, come on, bro, get up out the Matrix. You can't be in here fucking around with these folk. We got shit to do. He's sitting there at the table like, I know the steak isn't real. Y'all remember that scene? That's what he talking about. So he trying not to look me in my eye. Look at me in my eye. I mean, people. This how simple. You know, people say, right? So simple people out there think, oh, he want him to acknowledge him. Shut your itchy bitchy ass up. No, I don't. The part that you missing is I'm highlighting a part of history that they tried to wipe out. They tried to wipe out where I came from, act like it didn't exist, and they put shit in place so that if any of you figured it out, they'll try to wipe it again. This is happening in front of you. 21 Savage straight up denied it. But I showed y'all photos. I showed y'all the real truth. This nigga was on the land. His mama was on the land. I showed you images of 21 Savage mama with a shirt on that said, freedom, not torture, for Malachi Z. York. So how much more do you need to see when you saw him standing right there with his mama on the land? Only thing I don't got is all the rest of the photos, but I told the family to send me the rest of the photos. So just overseas, I could do a whole documentary on this shit if I wanted to. What you think I need him to acknowledge me for? If I'm talking about where we grew up at in Malachi York, what the fuck is acknowledgement for me about? Ain't about me. But you can't think beyond 1, 2, 3. They, you, me. You can't think beyond that. I think beyond that because I was raised to do that. So everything I'm doing is calculated and on purpose. Because no matter how, like I told y'all, the fans might not know yet. But we know. He and I know. And let me tell you what else I know. I could tell that, you know, I'll say certain things, right? Just by looking at a being, I could tell what they're going through. All right? Savage. Your eye socket's starting to pull back and be dark. You know what I'm saying? Need to get your hand up out that pot. You feel me? Nuapu can help you. It can help you. Other than that, you won't be able to be helped. You better stop eating the shit you eat. You better pull back from what you're doing. Because it's like your whole soul show up in your face. And I could read it to you. I could spook you out. But you know that. I can read it to you. Piece by piece. You know what I'm saying? Need to lay back off them vices. Need to get up out them drugs. You need to get up out that way of life. You need to start eating lighter. Your ass need to fast. Your soul dead. That's how we can speak that in that degree. He walk around with a dead soul. What you didn't understand is soon as bro brought up the situation and bro had to say, man, don't say his name. You didn't know why he said that. You ain't even paying attention to why he said that. Because what they'll do, they'll sit and watch. They'll be on their live, but you won't know that because a certain thing called a burner account. They'll be on the live listening. But they ain't gonna, they'll do everything in their power not to make this shit bigger. Now, if you could disprove a nigga and make him look stupid, like how I do when they be idiots out there talking. Remember I brought the nigga on there who told me he was going to do what I do and all this other stuff and debunk me? And I brought him on. That nigga had 1,000 followers. He said all kind of stuff about me. All kind of stuff about Malachi. What happened? I still said, let's talk about it. You see how many people be little, be small? And I'm not even talking about just no followers, right? But even if you were going to go based off of that, you see how many people be like 500 followers, 20 followers, 1,000 followers, don't matter. I still say, all right, if what you saying be true, let go live. The other nigga that was sending his car yelling about how God said something in the book of Deuteronomy. Remember, he ain't had nothing but 15,000 followers. But because he had said something, I said, well, what you saying is true. He couldn't stand the test of time. He couldn't even get through level 1. By the time we hit level 2, I asked this nigga to tell me what the name of Jesus was, literally, in Greek. That nigga said, Greek is English, right? First he said, Yeshua. I said, whoa, boy, sit down. You don't understand who you talking to. Nigga, Yeshua is Greek. Then that nigga said, Greek is English, right? Greek is English. Did a bunch of times. Greek is English. And I'm like, this nigga on loop saying that shit. Greek is English. And So, bro, you don't know. I said, let me ask you a question. Where did the J come from? So you finna say that just because there were no J's, da 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 da. I said, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. You think you talking to one of them that you was able to over talk with the spookism shit. They don't know what they talking about. No. Just tell me how the J got there. What was his name before then? That nigga literally said Greek was English. And then he was saying the shit that what I was talking about, that Jesus was the name of names. I said, okay, where you get that from? He told me where you got it from, Philippines. Okay, you got it from Philippines? That shit was written in Greek. What was his name in Greek? You see? Because how you going to say Jesus was the name of names or name above names? They didn't write that. Somebody else came and said, nigga, we want this name to look more like English or Latin, which ain't even what the English language is. Like, it's a whole different branch off. So now you got that still just stagnant. You see, what was his name before that? Nigga, he don't know what he's talking about. And he supposed to know that. That's the whole thing with the Christians walking around with the fish. That shit tied back to there. So what you mean Jesus is the name above Jesus? They didn't write it that way. That's not what they wrote it as. When they wrote that shit, they wrote it in Greek. So it wouldn't have been Jesus. Who know what the name would have been? I taught that, didn't I? So you talking about this shit don't matter. This shit don't matter. I mean, like, everybody just be like what they are. So now you got these folks out here talking about, oh, so you mad because a nigga want to acknowledge you. That means you got to be that dumb. You got to be that dumb. I hate this. You got to be that dumb to think that this is about bro when all them details are said in all them posts. The song got all them details in it. The post where I'm like 21 Savage, you know, I put the picture and the photo and everything. I said, nigga, you from here. You forgot about this part. Da-da-da-da, woo-da-woo. That nigga's brought up multiple times his childhood in this interview and didn't say nothing about Malachi York. And y'all calling me the fraud? And y'all saying I'm mad? You don't get what I'm saying? All right, let's look at the two pathways. Look at what happens when people choose the world. You try to forget where you come from, and you lose your soul along the way. Let's look at the two pathways. Both of us were there when we were children. I showed you that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Both of us were there when we were children, right? Okay. When they locked up Malachi, both of us knew about it. Both our families knew about it, right? All right. Both our family was involved in the freedom fight. Okay. So, one of us went out into the streets, and one of us didn't. And you can't say it was the environment. Because, nigga, I was going to Tamaray. I stayed down the street from where this nigga was at. When I was in Tamaray, I was over there on Big Valley Court. I went to Woodridge Elementary. I was in Decatur, DeKalb, Lithonia, all around that area, too. I was in and out of DeKalb, Decatur, Atlanta. Those were the spots that I was in my whole life. Up in 3 years where I was in Athens, when we had moved to Athens, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what y'all talking about. It wasn't the environment. I was out there in the streets. You had to choose to do certain shit. Just because you was in the streets didn't mean you had to choose to do certain shit. I don't know where that narrative come from. Where he was like, street mean you'll do any and everything. That's not what the street mean. That's how y'all fuck the streets up. The streets ain't never mean you'll do any and everything. The streets meant, for one, that you was willing to do certain shit if it had to come down to it, that you'll do certain shit, but certain shit you wouldn't do. It was y'all niggas talking about pull up at your mama's house and put some rounds in it. It was y'all niggas being renegade and killing folk mamas, killing folk children, and rapping about killing folk children. It was y'all niggas who was putting that out there. That's not the streets. That's devils. Streets always had a code to it. I don't care what nobody say, come on Mama Street. So I was raised knowing what the code was off rip before I was even old enough to be able to get outside. So it always had a code to it. Certain shit you didn't do. It's when them niggas stopped fucking with the code. The code was gone. Then they left this shit out here, say, oh, the streets is dead because everybody, turn on each other, everybody dead. No, all y'all snakes. And there's no honor amongst snakes. And y'all literally came out, started saying y'all snakes, this, that, or the third. Yeah, the streets was dead when Thug started saying that shit. When them niggas started taking that shit on as an image and a way of life, streets was dead. Starting like streets dead yesterday. You know what I mean? When some of the elders was getting robbed and the children were getting robbed, like, and nigga was bragging about that shit, man, this shit was over with. As soon as y'all handed it over to them blood renegade niggas, it was over with. As soon as Cleveland Avenue became Cleveland Avenue, and when nobody was regulating what was going on, and the young niggas became the OGs, that shit was over with. You don't know what you talking about. Like, and you said you was in it. So you was in it and you were dumb, but you in it and you 21 Savage. I know you ain't dumb. And I know it's certain shit that you ain't trying to get involved in no more because the money done got good. So you won't tell niggas that that's what really supposed to be going on. In your music, you'll still say, oh, we gonna go catch a murder. We doing this. We shooting niggas. We dive, run up on them. Did it, bro. You ain't been in that lifestyle in a long time, but you steady promote that. So look at the two pathways. One of us went and sold our soul to the beast, bent over. You can tell because your soul gone. It's all that shit around your eyes. It's draining you toward behind you. You getting pulled back by Shaitan. That's why when my name was coming up, you was like, don't say it. Because it's a name that convicts you. I'm not trying to compare myself to a certain character in a certain story. I'm just saying, when I say in my music, they won't say my name, this is what I mean. It's not that they don't know. They gonna act clueless. He act clueless at first, but then when he realized everybody was finna like figure it out, the niggas around didn't even get on code. When he said who, they were supposed to be quiet. When he said who, Bank was supposed to act like he ain't know no more and just move on to the next subject. But Bank was finna bring it up. Somebody was gonna say it. Somebody was gonna say it. When he saw how close they were getting to say it, what he said, man, don't say his name, man. And then Bank was like, damn, what's going on? He said, I didn't even say it now. I was just asking who he is. I don't know who the fuck that is. But he do know. He do. That was so crazy. Now, everybody didn't grow up famous. So some of y'all, y'all so fanned out that y'all forget that before we had fame, before we had clout, before we had anything, nobody didn't know us except the people who was around us. Okay, I was around, bro. My elders was around here, mama them. We knew them. You see, it ain't just like, nigga, you was on the same street. And I'm talking about, nigga, you don't want to acknowledge me, nigga. We was on the same street. No, nigga, we was on Tamaray. It's a place that history is trying to wipe. You know what I'm saying? Or wipe out, get rid of, as if it didn't exist. And we was out there screaming, free Dr. Melakazi York. You see, a person that they trying to act like don't exist. This is a big ass movement. So you brought up woke. You opened up that shit on your damn self. Because how you going to bring up woke? And then the nigga Bank don't know but to put me in the category of woke because they don't know where to put me. They don't know that we way beyond woke. Woke outdated now. Everything that woke was, they took it and flipped it. Now when you look up woke, got something to do with socialism and, you know what I'm saying, all kind of shit that deal with them folks that we ain't never had nothing to do with. As they done took it. You see what I'm saying? So he don't know nothing but to say, oh, that must be one of them woke niggas. I'm not even no earthy nigga. You don't look on my page and see me out in the earth, you know what I'm saying, sitting in the grass, feet crossed. You know what I'm saying? Breathing with my belly. You don't see me doing no shit like that. You don't see me outside, you know what I'm saying, the sage sitting on top of my head. You know what I mean? Copper around my neck. That's a nigga Bank got the copper around his neck. So you don't see me as no earthy nigga. I'm one of them beings who can infiltrate your realms. I can put on whichever face, whichever hat, whichever skin I need to because I understand the background of it from experience. Bro, being a street nigga not hard. I did that already. That shit was so simple. And I graduated from it. So I learned all the lingo. I'm not green. I was around some of the same shit. Got involved in some of the same shit. But y'all stupid. So niggas, I watched niggas was getting caught up. I'm like, oh, so that's the part of the streets that y'all need to be proud of. Like, you don't got no paper trail. Niggas be really bragging about you got caught. Yeah. don't got no paper trail. You want to know why I don't got no paper trail? Because I'm smarter than you dummies. Like, nigga, you didn't do shit to get caught. So you mean to tell me you just went out and willy-nilly did shit and then planned it out? Niggas ain't had no escape route. Niggas ain't had no background shit. And, you know, it's the most gangster niggas be the most smartest niggas. I'll say that. Even he said that in an interview. He said that shit. But we ain't finna, okay, we got an issue, we got a situation. I ain't gonna say too much, I'm gonna say it like this. Niggas ain't trying to just shoot. No, we crap in that. We got a situation, we're gonna handle it a different way. It's just a different way niggas moved. So all that putting on the image, thinking y'all niggas Al Capone, you not smart enough to be Al Capone. You niggas be too fucking dumb. And even the biggest niggas who y'all trying to emulate, get what wound up happening still. Niggas trying to figure out how we turn into rats. Because y'all were emulating the culture of niggas who y'all forgot. Most of them Italian mob niggas told. Stupid. Most of them niggas rolled. Alpo all them niggas, even though he ain't Italian. Alpo all them niggas who y'all trying to make them big niggas and them kingpins, them niggas told. All them niggas from the American Gangster, the nigga told. So no matter how big niggas got, they fucking told, idiot. So y'all niggas is telling. We know that already because that's a part of the game. When it comes down to it, you don't want to admit that the whole rat shit, that clause of being a rat, that's a part of self-preservation. And when you already got a nigga being slimy and doing the shit he doing because he's slimy, what make you think he gonna have loyalty? What make you think he gonna have a backbone? You think he'll be able to sit still and deal with what he dealing with without croaking or without squealing? So, nigga, that's not, y'all trying to act like y'all so took off guard about Atlanta being snitches. Nigga, this shit been like this. It's just y'all niggas weren't always big rappers in it. But y'all were always trying to emulate them Italian niggas who don't even fuck with y'all. The mob don't fuck with y'all. The mob actually took on a new skin, went underground, turned into whole new, most of the mob niggas is now into trade and stock and, bro, the niggas who got away. And they don't form organized criminal organizations, a whole different level, a whole different degree. They gonna have to make another movie on them niggas in the next 30 years. Mark my words. I know niggas don't want to wait 30 years. But them niggas is not, they didn't actually disappear. They just smart. They went underground. They figured out other ways to handle their business. Same with El Chapo and them. You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind to think that nigga was smart enough to do all the shit he did. Got them prisons, all that. Organized niggas dug a tunnel under them folk nose to get the nigga up out of there. And you think the nigga just sitting there? They still got shit in motion. They gonna figure out any way they can to keep their legacy protected. Y'all niggas don't think like that. Y'all niggas think about getting y'all some money, protecting y'all family, you know what I mean, and trying to protect your honor. But you also don't want to go to prison. So niggas be telling. Stop playing. And then y'all spent 2/3 of the interview talking about snitching. You know how much shit you could have talked about? Snitching ain't what happened to the streets. What the fuck? You know how much shit you could have talked about in that time frame? How many solutions y'all could have came up with in front of everybody in that time frame, other than gossiping about who the fuck snitched? I mean, nigga talking about Rollo. I told Rollo I ain't gonna speak on it, but this shit look questionable. Get what you doing? Icky ass nigga. You speaking on it. If you told Rollo you ain't gonna speak on it, why the fuck you brought him up then? Why the fuck you even doing that then? Country ass nigga. Out of the country ass nigga. Like, I know Rollo the same shit. Like, nigga, if you told me, you know what I'm saying, you fuck with me, but you can't fuck with me, that's one thing. Why is you bringing me up in this interview? You see, ain't no honor. If you told a nigga you ain't gonna shoot, you ain't gonna shoot when you see him, you ain't gonna shoot when you see him. So you go out in front of the world and you basically try to call him a rat, but you did the shit in a slick way. Nigga, and then people be so throwed off, some shit come out about him. No. So people took different routes. I ain't take that route. I took the route of, I'm going to fight for the freedom of the master teacher, for the truth to get out here, and it is working for me. You think that because I ain't walking around with Versace, driving around in the latest car with diamonds on my neck, you think it's not working out for me? Where if you and I sit down and they interview us and we both in the same room, nobody ain't gonna care what you talking about. My soul is still there. When I speak, people care about what I'm saying. Not because I'm just 21 Savage and I'm famous, but because the shit I'm saying is changing people's lives and DNA and code right in front of them while it's happening. So, yeah, that it don't matter who it is, nigga. We get around millionaires and billionaires and they be quiet and listen. Think about it. Niggas become millionaires and billionaires, just like Pop was explaining. Malachi explained this. And after they got all that money, what they need to do now, they need to study spirituality. You went backwards. So then y'all need to get some money. Then y'all like, okay, let me be spiritual. Because ain't nothing else. You start getting all this attention. You start figuring out, oh, you can have whatever women you have, whatever. Niggas start getting into the prostitution ring, which is most of y'all niggas involved in. Y'all just don't want to call it that. You know what I'm saying? We know the game, though. Most of these niggas fucking off on prostitutes. You see what I'm saying? Because you got some money, you don't know what the fuck to do with it. Niggas get horny, they start, you know what I mean, get in touch with these females who they already know. Most of these models on Instagram is prostitutes. They just not going to call it that. That's going to come out eventually, however it come out. But all that, I'm going to fly you out, prostitution. As soon as you get talking like that, I know, yeah, you about to prostitute her. And she with it because she know what's going on, but ain't nobody going to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? That became the new relationship norm in the community, too, and the women rappers helped push that out. And we can't even really be mad at the women rapper. Why? Because the women rappers weren't allowed to rap for themselves. Guess who will write for the women rappers? Niggas like Lil Yachty them, QC, all, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was writing for the women. So all the street code that the women were going in alignment with, and the relationship code that the women were going in alignment with, that shit was coming out of nigga mind, or how niggas want their shit to be. It's easy to just pay a female, whatever, especially when you hood rich. You having your way. What you talking about? All she needs is 100, 200, 300, and you walk around with 50,000, 100,000, 200, 300,000 dollars. Man, you a god in the hood. Having your way with whoever females you want to have your way with. You don't like a nigga, you pay a nigga $2,500. What he say? Lil Baby said that shit. $2,500 for a new pair of tennis shoes. Same price. I can make some youngers come and finish you. Look how devilish these niggas is. Cause y'all, I know some niggas think that's cool. Like, oh, that's cool that he said that. Look how much stupid shit is said in that line. Right? First of all, fuck is you paying $2,500 for a pair of shoes? It's dumb. Second of all, you gonna pay not no old nigga that's vetted in the game, a hitman. You pay one of the young niggas, have their life away to do your work because you a bitch. You know you don't really want to go out there and squeeze. So now you scared. You really that. What the fuck is you paying niggas for? You know what I'm saying? You need to go handle your business. But why you gonna get young niggas to handle your business? They don't even have nothing to do with what you got going on. You supposed to be putting young niggas on so they go the right direction. Nah, you gonna pay them young niggas $2,500, which is no money. When it comes to shit like this, you gonna pay them niggas $2,500 to throw their life away. And then brag about it in a song. And then watch. When they hit your head with a case, you gonna get so flabbergasted of how the fuck could people think you would do something like that. So with Dirt looking so flabbergasted and wide-eyed of how the fuck could people think, nigga, because you tell it on yourself every 5 seconds. Any chance you get, you would tell it on yourself in your lyrics. We ain't the only ones listening to the songs. The feds listening to the songs, and they got y'all niggas on shit already. They see y'all niggas as suspects already. And then they start linking it. They say, oh, okay. Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. They ain't wait for y'all niggas to get in the studio because you just be telling yourself. You see what I'm saying? Stupid. That's what I say. If you really into some shit, you get shit done, you getting shit handled, why the fuck is you talking so much? You see? And it be the ones who y'all think, this is what I'm going to tell y'all. The ones y'all think got all the pull don't be having as much pull as you think. A lot of these niggas don't have the niggas that's on go how y'all think is on go. Because these niggas done got big and got some money. Them niggas that you think supposed to be on go, they in the hood hungry. So them niggas in the hood hungry, they don't feel the same how them niggas used to feel about certain niggas. They feel like niggas older. So them same niggas go to their hood and get stripped to this day. They'll go and get stripped in their own hood because, nigga, you ain't feeding the hood. I know how these young niggas get down. I know how certain people I was around in certain areas used to get down. Nigga, you can't, they'll eat the rich. So you don't have the pool how you think you have. Then you got people that come out and say little slick shit, right? That's why I say anybody send a threat, don't even worry about it. Nigga be saying shit. And then I get a phone call. You see what I'm saying? And nigga be thinking I'm just saying shit, but they don't know I'm the receipt man, so why I'm just say shit. But I'll get a phone call and won't have to say nothing, but nigga get on the phone and be like, so what's going on with that? Hey, nah, that's just some internet shit. Why? Because I got to be responsible. I don't give a fuck about none of the other shit. I got to be responsible. I got to watch what I say. I have to be responsible for certain shit. So when niggas hit me up and say, hey, what's going on with that? Da-da-da-da. Remember I said in the It's Up response, I said I can't even call them without no address. Because it's niggas who, bro, all right, if a regular dummy can touch the soul of a nigga around, you know what I'm saying, in such a way that nigga say, I'm going to rock with this person. And that person be indebted to them for whatever the reason, whatever they ain't got involved in. What you think I can do? What you think I got out here? Who you think I am? You see? When people, that's why I have to tell people, be careful, bro. Like, this shit is a whole different level. Psychosis is real. Why you think the NOI go hard how Farrakhan, go hard for Farrakhan, how they go hard for Farrakhan? Do anybody in here think that you'll be able to stand in front of the Fruit of Islam or the Nation of Islam members and just disrespect Farrakhan and they'll just stand there on post? Do anybody think that? Do anybody think you'll be able to disrespect Farrakhan in front of the NOI and they don't say nothing, they don't do nothing? No, them niggas is buku crazy when it comes to Farrakhan. You can't, if they even think you saying something, they gonna act, are you for certain what you talk about, brother? Hold on, brother, now. Hold on, brother. Watch your step now. And they trying to warn you because niggas is ready to go to prison behind defending the name of Farrakhan because they see him as a being of Allah. I got to remind niggas every day I'm not Jesus. What the fuck you think they going to do if I say something? So I'm telling y'all, hey, let me leave it at that. Leave it at that. And that's just one side of it. Not to mention that, man, it's so many people that I just found out something 2 hours ago. I didn't know one of the, you know what I'm saying, one of the head honchos was out there in Edenton, Georgia. He called out some shit. He was like, oh yeah, because we was out there when y'all did that cookout in Athens. Da-da-da-da. We went to that. We was over there with that. We used to fuck with bro. I'm like, I never knew this. But I be trying to figure out like why certain people fuck with me, how they fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, so he asking me questions. I don't even realize why he asking me questions. What going on with this situation with da-da-da-da-da? And I'm just responding. I'm like, nah, a lot of these folks don't even know what they talking about. Because they see the threats and shit. So I'm like, nah, they don't know what they talking about. That's just some internet shit. He like, all right, word law, I'm just trying to see what's going on. Da-da-da-da-da. Nah, it's all good. It's just some internet shit. But then he explained certain shit. I'm like, that's crazy. Bro was around. When he said that shit about the cookout at Athens, I said, Sandy Creek? He was like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, I was out there for that. I was 4 years old when they had that cookout. I remember my dad, his wife at the time, Fazia or Carmen, my mama, everybody was. I remember my mama talking to Fazia or Carmen. They were talking to each other. I was standing right there looking at them. And she would put her hands and da-da-da. I don't remember what they were saying because I'm 4 years old, but I remember them talking. I'm like, the nigga was out there. It's a lot of people who, like I told y'all, you really don't know, you know what I mean? People watching me, they rooting for me. They want me to win this shit. They want me to win. They just ain't gonna say nothing publicly, but they want me to win. But they will get in touch with me and be like, is this a problem? And I had to tell them, nah, it ain't a problem. Because the whole purpose of me doing what I'm doing ain't to start no war in the streets or none of that or get nobody hurt. The point of what I'm doing is so the truth can get out. Now I think I overstand because when they had Tupac, they were holding him accountable. Yeah. They had Tupac holding Tupac accountable for the murders of the police and all that, and the vice president would talk about him. I remember as a child, I'm like, how they gonna blame him for that when all he did was make a song? But now, I got music I can't even drop. Cause like some of the shit I say, I'm like, man, this should've turned deadly. And especially when certain shit go down, I can't say certain things more how I used to when people weren't paying attention. For instance, when the George Floyd shit took place, you had people paying attention, but it wasn't a lot of people how it is now. Oh, I was saying all kind of shit. But if I were to say some of this shit drops, like the Beta Wave song, I don't even know where the Beta Wave song at. Is this on one of the albums? I don't know if I ever released a Beta Wave song. Who know? Who know the doctrine? Music. I know the Beta Wave song is somewhere in the history of the internet. Either way, that song is that shit too powerful. Shit too powerful. Yeah. What album is on? Beta Wave too powerful for me to drop and be pushing and promoting now. Cause in the Beta Wave song, I was saying certain shit, certain lyrics. Like when I was like, what I say? Let's make this shit equal. Hear what you do. Right? I said, here go all of my people. They play lethal. Let make this shit equal. Hear what you do. When they turn on them lights, keep driving. You don't got to pull over for strangers. When they reach for their hip and you shoot at them first, you ain't under arrest. You in danger. Only reason they doing this shit is, what I say? Because they know we going to march and forget it the next week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't even drop shit like that, especially if it was some shit. If some shit would have go down and they took another brother out, you know what I mean? And the climate was hit up again, because they could do it any moment. I can't drop nothing like Beta Wave, because niggas will look at that like law. Like O'Faze said, you know what I mean? We won't over no more. So I got to be careful. I'm like, damn, I got to be careful what I say. Because I started realizing just how niggas was in the comments. Or if some shit go down, niggas DMing me and say, bro, where they at? I'm like, you can't, first of all, we can't even be talking like this. Second of all, just chill. Chill. You know what I mean? So I got to watch out because, okay, I'm saying it in a different way, but not to disrespect them niggas who be on go. But shit, they won't even take one about as a disrespect. You know how you got dogs, right? And the dog see that you know what I mean, you feel this type of way, and the dog trying to figure out why you feel this type of way, and the dog get to barking and trying to figure out who it is. Like, who it is? Is this nigga over here? It's the hot dog man? Like the nigga Bill Burr was talking about. The dog get an attitude. You got to watch your energy around your dog. You know what I'm saying? Because the dog start thinking, oh, we got a problem? You know what I mean? Niggas be trying to, these idiots will do. The idiots be like, we need to go looking, we go find this nigga, we gonna run into his ass. They're not thinking that shit, niggas don't be having to find niggas. Niggas be out in the public doing shit. Niggas be out. So while you on the internet, watch what you saying. You the wrong one to hear you say that or see you say that, and you in the moment saying whatever you saying. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you, da-da-da-da. Nigga came on here and told me he was gonna kill me. I told everybody that, figure that out. Man, the whole back chat filled with the nigga address. I don't know how the fuck they found that. Address, nigga DM me his address. Niggas was in the chat with his photos. Niggas found his girlfriend shit, all kind of shit. I'm like, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. What I mean by half of that is like, you gotta be careful what you say. You gotta be careful what you say. One of the other niggas just went in and said, yo, report it to the police. That's what shit, nigga gotta be careful. Cause I don't, bro, how the fuck y'all niggas found that shit that fast? I don't know. But that nigga, they found that shit quick as fuck. It was just like that. Like, so niggas had extorted my brother when he got locked up. And we had to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm saying how it is. Certain places nigga don't want to go to jail because it's just so fucked up. Wright Street, one of them. Clayco, another one. Right? So in Clayco, they extorting niggas. So they got the shanks and shit in there. And the police is so backwards, they letting the shit go down. You know? And I know that firsthand. So my brother called me like, yo, da-da-da-da. He talking in code, telling me off real, it's a situation. I'm like, what's going on? I need you to send me that. Send me this, da-da-da-da. Send it this cash out. Like, yeah, because I'm in a situation. I already know what I'm saying. And then the nigga was like one off a little bit. He was like, I'm like, what is it looking like? Cause I had to talk to him. And he know how to talk to me. I'm like, what is it looking like? He like, about 6 niggas, bro. And they all got shanks. Da-da-da-da, woo-da-woo. We got to send that. And they swung on him while he was on the phone. So the whole time, I'm like, all right. I took a deep breath. I'm like, let me talk to him. Put the nigga on the phone. So the nigga got on the phone. I'm like, what going on? Da-da-da-da. So we talking. He talking to me. I found out who the nigga was just about what he was saying. but that's a whole nother thing. So he talking to me, and he like, so y'all gonna send that? I'm like, shit, we gonna have to. I'm knowing we're going, da-da-da-da. So I kept talking to him. I started talking to my brother. Every time they got on the phone, because they kept calling back, I talked to bro. I had to make sure everything with everything. I'm like, bro, I'm just letting you know, look out for that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happen to that one. So my brother wound up getting out. And then they came to me later. My folks came to me later with like, hey, look, they showed me everything. Nigga, I don't know how, but see, niggas be stupid, right? Niggas will do some stupid shit. Like, how you gonna let your girlfriend cash out be the cash out that you extorting niggas with? So, niggas ain't thinking. It's so much shit that you can figure out just by that alone. But you letting your girlfriend cash out be the cat, man, next thing we turn around, all the bros, not my biological brother them, but all the bros stepped in with like, nigga, here go the address, here go their work schedule, here go this, here go that. What's going on? So here why niggas used to get pissed off at me, and they still do, right? Cause we'll be talking bitch shit going down, da-da-da-da, and then time to slide, I'll be like, I'll be not like the nigga, what's the nigga name was in Boys in the Hood? Not like him, I ain't like let me out. I was like, man, y'all, hell nah, we can't do it. We can't do it because it's just too much shit. When you in that type of position, it's just so much shit. And I ain't even realize the power I had when I got older. Because you start realizing how many people look up for you, how many people will really just go to I'm like, I gotta look out for y'all niggas too. Y'all finna go do some stupid shit that makes sense from where we coming from. But at the same time, it's stupid because it's gonna make shit hot for y'all. Life gonna change just based off of some shit you wanna do just to show me niggas can't fuck with us. So most of the time I told niggas, nah, it don't even be what you think. It don't even be no deep shit. Like nigga who, okay, in 2019, I had a situation y'all fucking with this female. And it was a nigga who like an all-brand gangster nigga. We know that he got bikes. So we already know that, but we don't pay them no mind. We let them niggas do their wheelies and shut the fuck up. You live in the suburbs. You off-brand gangster. You not really, you know what I'm saying? You got shit to lose, all kind of shit. So that was her baby daddy. So Nick called himself being spiteful, showing that he could still fuck on her, all that. So I was going through that. I was like 20 years old. And then, you know what I'm saying, one time I had pulled up at a house when she was telling me she would be somewhere. I had a show. It was it had to be around my birthday. But it was 2019, it wasn't around my birthday, I'm tripping. It was around like June, July. It had to be early July or late June. Either way, I pulled up at a house and I seen bro, I seen bro dirt bike. I ain't gonna tell the whole story because the whole story kind of be like, damn, like, it can get down bad and almost crash out. So I ain't gonna tell the whole story, but I will say, I hit my folks, so I like, hey man, cause after I was finna leave, I'm leaving here with something. Right after the whole shit blew up, and they was upstairs. Niggas don't even know I'm here. Niggas be lacking. Niggas didn't even know I was around. I could have walked right in the spot. So I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. So I hit my folks, so I say, man, y'all nigga want a dirt bike? Da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. Cause I was gonna text a nigga ass with something. And then I was gonna be able to hit him up, be like, yeah, come get your shit back, all that. Cause my niggas was in Death Trap, what we used to call it, Death Trap Ave. You didn't come out there, and that's when I was gonna send them to go get the shit back. So I'm like, hey man, I like y'all want a dirt bike? And they were like, yeah, hell yeah, what you got? Da 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 da. So in my mind, they thinking it's for lit, right? But then the more the nigga talk, I'm like, hold on. Cause I'm amped with him in the beginning. I'm like, yeah, man, y'all nigga want a dirt bike? I'm right out here right now. Da 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 da. Whoop whoop. Hell yeah, what you got? What you see? That nigga up there, he fucking off right now. Da 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 da. He ain't even gonna know. Woo woo woo. Man, I'm over here. This, that, and the third. Oh, we ain't 15 minutes from there. We on the way right now. And then when we come, I'm gonna have such and such with me, and such and such with me, and such and such with me. So when we come and get the shit, if he come out, we just gonna kill his ass. And then da 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 da. And he kept talking, right? So I'm like. Y'all playing, man. This shit is my life. That nigga said, yeah. yeah, coach, I'm gonna have such with me. I'm gonna have such with me, such with me. We gonna pull up for sure. Da 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 woo woo. And then when he come out, what he say? Yeah, when he come out, we gonna kill his ass. Then woo da da da. Take the bite. We gonna flip that motherfucker. Yeah, we on the way right now. I'm like, now I'm gonna call y'all back. I'm gonna let y'all know what we doing. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna call y'all back. Don't come till I call y'all, nigga. I ain't calling. I'm like, man, damn, I just had to leave. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just got a different type of heart. So I ain't want a nigga to get killed by this shit. No, scratch that. I did want a nigga to get killed by it. That's the difference. I did want that nigga to die. But I think beyond my emotions. I don't know if I keep 21 Savage image up here while I'm talking shit. So they don't get the wrong idea thinking I'm trying to like saying. But I did want his ass to die. Cause he played with me. But just because I want you to die don't mean I'm gonna get you killed. Some nigga don't think like that. I think like that. I got a heart. And he had a little boy at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I knew, see, you know a lot of niggas just talk shit and run their mouth, right? Nah, I knew the nigga was like 100% real. And it didn't have nothing to do with nothing. It just had something to do with the fact that it was me. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do none of them. But he did something to me. So that's all they needed to hear. And them niggas was so for real. I was like, man, nah, I'll call y'all back. I ain't never called them niggas back. They used to get on me about that shit, man. Hell no. I remember one time, he'll say the niggas lying. Ain't no other way. I can't. What I'm do when you say that? I guess you just missed certain episodes. It's all good. But yeah, all right, and I'm lying. Even better. Cause you ain't gonna tie me to nothing. Good. Everything I just said, yeah, listen to Diamonds and Drums. Everything I just said was an allegory. An allegory story. I probably would talk too much. That's why they said that. Everything I just said was an allegory story that you can learn from. About have a heart. Who used to play, what the video game was? I don't know if y'all had, everybody had GTA. Who had Mafia? Mafia was the shit. Back in 2013, 2012, 2014, around that time. Who had Mafia when you came and robbed the nigga, however it was the Italians or some shit. Have a heart. Y'all niggas used to game. I used to game a little bit every now and again. Walk in here. They used to have that old ass, what do you call it, that old radio station. They always play that same ass song. What song I'm talking about? Why do fools fall in love? In pursuit of a speeding vehicle. Oh, got bitch ass up. I'm talking about the police used to pull you over when you was speeding. Yeah. I ain't never been no murderous individual. So I know about it though. And I know about having say so. And I just got to think about it like, bro, I got too many people looking up to me. I got to watch what I say. Because I be like, these niggas be taking this shit for real. If some shit happen on the internet, it don't matter what it is. Automatically niggas think it's time to go to war. I'm like, damn, this what niggas be talking about. You got to be careful. I'm outside, I just seen a green meteorite. That what's up, Tay? You one of the rare people who seen that sign. Yeah, I watch what I say. I don't glorify this shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that is someone online, but I'm let believe it. Fuck it. I believe it. I love my people though. It's crazy, like it's crazy. I just love my people all around what I love my people. And I remember one time, like, one of them got in touch with me, was like, say, brother, I know I still be doing, like, you know what I mean, the murder stuff. Like, do you be talking about me when I be, you know what I'm saying? Do you be talking about me and your music, da-da-da-da? I'm like, I'm the same person I am since you met me. I fuck with you. Everything I said is for real. I said one day we're going to have to switch this shit up. You know, I'm turning on you. I never supported the life. So I thought, you know what I mean? He was able to squash that with me real quick. I'm like, bro, you know we don't talk like this. We good. 21 growing up on Tamaray. Why you put 2 M's in Tamaray? Okay, you want to talk about 21 growing up on Tamaray? Let's see. Let me put the shit up here again. The man they fear. The man they fear. The man they fear. I smell smoke. What you want to know? Yeah, 21 Savage was on Tamaray as a young person. Everybody knows that, though. That's family. What you want to know? All these juices mine? Ain't no way all these juices mine. Lemonade, sour salt. What is sour salt? I know what it is. What? It's a juice? Try this shit. I hope I ain't drinking somebody's shit. Sour salt. This shit taste like baby food. Hold on. The hell it is. Y'all been drinking sour salt. This shit taste like mature applesauce. This shit taste like, you know, when milk gets spoiled, I gotta reverse it back, but don't reverse it all the way back. That's what it taste like. Now put some sugar in that. Yeah, I did. Don't you hate when a nigga be like, yeah, and then still be drinking this shit, trying to act like this shit nasty? But he don't want to tell you after a while this shit wasn't nasty no more. Now, I know I ain't ordered no sour salt. That's why I had to start drinking that shit. Somebody gonna come in there, drink my sour salt. My wife probably ordered this shit. Damn, I don't drink none of this shit. Cranberry. Hey, do I have a drink? The hell? Who is this? What is this? This shit say sorrel with ginger. That gotta be her. I don't even know who sorrel is. I'm gonna just take it. Where's my drink, bro? I know this ain't my drink. None of this is my drink. I ain't ordered no cranberry juice. I'm just drink a little bit of everything again. That way I didn't drink everything. I just drank everything, but all the way. So I'm gonna have a little bit of something. Yeah, and then you put cranberry juice, boy. You put cranberry juice in a glass with some ice. Remember we were kids and we thought we were upper echelon. I know I ain't the only one that did that. Probably because of Hollywood movie we were watching. Remember y'all put some ice in a glass. They put some cranberry juice in the motherfucker, walk around sipping that shit. You thought you were doing some shit, didn't you? I seen your stupid ass. I saw you. Yeah, man. We thought we were up. What's the type of shit we used to do when we were kids? Thought we was doing some shit. Y'all remember we used to do the boy, we were dumb as hell. Remember we used to put the little paper on the ground, put the chop the chalk, put the shit in the paper, roll the shit up, and blow that shit out so we could look like we were smoking with our stupid ass. I ain't the only one that did. Then we used to chop the chalk up. Bro, we were rolling up before we were rolling up. What the f*** wrong with us? What were we exposed to? Some hood child saw their parent smoking weed and came and gave us that shit. Hell yeah, smoking Smarties. Choking like a motherfucker. Nigga was down there dying smoking Smarties. I know I ain't on motherfucker experience that shit. You gotta sit there and try to look cool. It was always the seasoned nigga that smoked cigarette. Nigga, we ain't all 5 and hooked on drugs. That one nigga that didn't cough, he do this shit. Okay. Everybody ain't got bad parents, nigga. How you do this shit? Easy. Do it like this. Now smoke it. You gotta unloose it a little bit. Who idea was this? Let me try it. Nearly died. Just breathe. I'm trying. What you talking about? Damn, boy. And they were giving us simulations. They put them folks on us. We don't all have the same childhood. How we all had the same childhood? They put them niggas. Them niggas wasn't even watching, figured it out. I'm gonna make a video on this shit tomorrow. The niggas who told her to smoke Smarties was NPC plants. Ain't no way we all had the same childhood. Everybody was smoking Smarties. I just figured it out. Fuck. This nigga wasn't even real. Think about it. Real quick. What their name was. Exactly. He ain't even have his shirt tucked in. We didn't even know that. Don't nobody remember who the fuck that was? We all had that same chubby black boy. Who the fuck was that chubby black boy who did all the bad shit? And bro, who was that? Boondocks was on the song. Remember Lil Milton? That's the only nigga who name we know. That probably was the same nigga too. He was going around everybody hood. You want to smoke with cigarettes? Shut up, chubby puppy. Did he have a fro? You know he had a fro. Chubby cheek ass nigga always ask you, do you want your chicken biscuit? You know who I'm talking about. They planted this nigga, boy. And he could fight, couldn't he? Because they had to train his, bro, that nigga could fight like a motherfucker, couldn't he? Fish chubby as hell. Fish look like some plums, and could fight like a bitch. They trained this nigga to destroy us. That was the first one. Yeah, he was a dope boy. Nigga always wore the same outfit. Didn't he? Y'all know it. Let's say it again. Yellow polo tee. Khaki pants. Exactly. We don't know the nigga name. Who the fuck was that? That nigga was a plant sent to destroy us. Stayed with the snacks, yup. Loose collar, never was button, one hole in it, yup. Come on now. And the girls loved them. They set us up. Black forces, exactly. The only nigga with black forces on. They unleashed these niggas on us. How much shit we did we weren't supposed to be doing? Thought we were upper echelon, thought we were other level. We thought we were wrong. I ain't find out till I got older that all y'all played Mommy and Daddy. Yeah, y'all, I be arguing with folks in the comments that you nigga used to play Mommy and Daddy, didn't you? You don't know everybody didn't do that stupid shit? The fuck? The hell? My logic was, why are we playing Mommy and Daddy and we have a Mommy and Daddy? Nigga, is we gonna fake Mommy and Daddy these bills? The fuck? I played Mommy and Daddy, didn't it? Yes, y'all did. That's why y'all sitting here quiet now. Yeah, everybody didn't do that stupid shit. I ain't do that stupid shit. I had siblings that did that stupid shit. I ain't do that stupid shit. What the fuck is y'all in here doing? We cooking. That's the mama, that's the daddy. Oh, the only nigga somebody no, the fuck that's not. First of all, mama in there asleep. And daddy ain't home. You some motherfucking impersonators. And something don't feel right. So stop doing this shit. I don't like this. You know what I mean? Fuck is y'all working for? Get the fuck out. Get your ass. You just in time for it. I'll stop this stupid shit. I'm not just in time for nothing. I don't care what you fake cooking. Mom and daddy. Y'all played that stupid shit. Y'all know y'all played that stupid shit. I ain't played that stupid shit. That shit was dumb. I feel like we're gonna get in trouble. I'm like, this shit, it's like, this feels like trouble. Who was the child? Was anybody the child in here that you had the sense where it was like, I don't know. I don't think we should do this. I was that child. They hated being around me. I don't know, y'all. This shit seems stupid. You want us to draw on our stepdad face, but he ain't gonna stay asleep. So we gonna ultimately get our ass whooped. So I don't understand. Come on, man. Stop being a punk. Be stupid with us. Man, hell no. Not stupid shit. I mean, I got my ass whooped. Cause my older sister, she was, she led a Lucifer rebellion in our bedroom. I don't know what she was mad about, but she was pacing. And I was just playing with my little truck. I had to be like 4, maybe 3. I'm playing with my little truck. You know what I mean? Whatever, whoop, whoop. And she pacing back and forth. And then she just called me. I guess I was the third of the angels. She called me over to have a meeting with her by her bed. So I'll never forget, she had the little princess spread on her bed, and I had the Scooby-Doo spread on mine. So I come over to the bed and see what's going on. So she's standing up. She like, aren't you tired? What the fuck is she talking? And I'm just looking at her. She's like, ain't you tired? And she's like, think about it. If Umi, that's what we call our mamas, if Umi really love us, then why do we get whoopings? And I'm thinking about it, but I'm like, I feel like maybe we should be thinking about this. Like, we should probably not think about this. Because you're going against God. So she put her, like, she got her hand hitting in her hand, thinking about, just think about it. Like, if she really love us, why do we get whoopings? And then we got to clean up everything. We shouldn't even have to clean our room. That's for big people to do. It's like, why do we got to clean our room? We should just be able to play. Don't you agree? I'm like, you're not really, you're not really speaking my language right now. I play and I eat the food that the God delivers, and that's my life right now. I'm not looking forward to leading no rebellion. Nah, she went with that shit. She said, this is how we gonna do it. Right? So she, in the middle of her talking, I looked up to the door and I seen my mama. Right? Now, my mama wasn't just standing in the doorway. That's too obvious. But she was standing in the crack of the door. Like, and it wasn't just her. Right next to her face was a belt. Half cocked already. I'm like, it got to be how one of the angels felt when they heard them trumpets going off when Lucifer led the rebellion. Like, what the hell? So I look over to the door. Man, she's in there watching with the belt caught by her ear. Soon as she seen me, I guess she was like, fuck it, her cover was blown. She came in, guns blazing. All I do for you. And you with her too, huh? I'm not with her. Everything I do for y'all. Man, all our parents did that same stupid shit, didn't they? Like, why do you need to do a syllable every time you hit me? What the fuck? You don't need that much. Like, now it's like I'm having to wait till the sentence end thinking that's the end of it, but then you put a but on it. Or and, or therefore, ergo. Told your stupid ass not to be outside at the street lights. Also, when I come in the house and them dishes not done. Always had some more shit to say. You know what I mean? Then get mad at you when you finally realize this shit hurt. You don't even know why you screaming when you were a little kid. You just like, one day you wake up, be like, hell no, this shit hurt. So what you do? You block. You know what I mean? You 5 years old. You catch the belt. She withdraw like the damn anime character. Huh. So you're ready for fist, hey? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, so you want to fight me? I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you, stupid ass. Aha! That's when she dropped the belt and beat the shit out of you. We all had the same parents. Catching the belt was like, bro, yeah, level 2. We all caught the belt, didn't we? Because one day you wake up. You say, oh, I'm being attacked. And what be so crazy, we done fucked around and caught the belt on accident because it's just a natural fucking reflex. And they like, oh, Royal Rumble. What the fuck are you talking about? With the chair. What the fuck did you say? The belt still work. I just caught it. John Cena, shut your stupid ass up. Like, what the hell wrong with our parent, bro? Like, are y'all okay? Who the fuck hurt y'all? Then you find out who hurt them. So you can't even be mad at them. Shit, you think you telling your trauma story, then it's your mama them turn. Shit, my mama used to hit me whatever the fuck she could find. What the fuck you mean by that? Extension cords, ironing boards, the iron itself. I'm like, man, y'all was the fuck abused. That's what happened. This ain't discipline. This is murder. That's what it is. Yeah. Worst shit ever when they, like, the one time in the hood where you hated that you had a daddy was when your mama could be like, and wait till daddy get home. I hated that shit, but I was like, why this nigga won't just be like all the other dads? So the nigga walk in the door, I got an attitude. Don't you got some milk to go get? Don't you got some milk to go get, nigga? Damn. Oh, here he come. We know you the dad. What's gotten into him? That shit crazy, boy. All the stupid shit from my childhood. How everybody got the same childhood. That's crazy, boy. That's crazy. Everybody childhood same. Y'all remember them dumbass sit and spins? And we trying to figure out why everybody don't got no brains. To this day. We been dizzy since then. Y'all remember sit and spin? They were fucking us up. Twisting up our etheric cord. We sit down for it. We signed up. They just spinning. You walk in the house, see children just spinning in the circle. Like, bro, trying to figure out why the fuck these niggas turned into mass serial killers. And because of the toys they gave us. They gave us guns. You know what I'm saying? Sit and spin. What the fuck other kind of stupid toys we had? Everybody had the same childhood. Used to get the same shit for Christmas. I know y'all did. I have to sit on knees against the wall. Sit. Oh, you talking about the punishment? Hold on, let's not go into the punishment. Because our parents got too creative with that stupid shit. Like, can you prove to me, before I do this, prove to me you can do it? Because if you can't do it, how the fuck I'm supposed to be able to do this shit? You call it hold the wall. I know what you're talking about. I went to the same prison. I went to the same prison you went to. We was in the same camp. Shit, hold the wall. Means sit down against the wall and hold your arms straight out. And if they feel like it, they put some books in it. Then, like, what the fuck are you trying to teach me, bro? Then, all the lessons in the damn books. Then they'll tell you knee bends. Who had to do knee bends? For you suburban raised motherfuckers who had loving parents. Knee bends exactly what it sounds like. You squat, then you stand up. You squat again, then you stand up. Then you squat again. See how tired you getting? Imagine doing it. You tired of this shit and I'm just narrating it. Shit, man. I hated that shit. And they just start coming up with laws because parents didn't know what they were doing. They just come up with shit along the way. For a long period of time, we was ran by a dictator that was like, if one of y'all get in trouble, all of y'all get in trouble. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Every time you wake up, there's some new laws being passed. You getting called to the den and shit. Here goes the new law. One of you motherfuckers put y'all fingers in my strawberry ice cream. So everybody getting their ass whooped. You didn't even know. You just woke up to the strawberry ass whooping law. That shit got passed in your sleep. Wasn't no meeting, no nothing. That'd be the worst moment. Especially some of y'all don't got siblings. I had siblings. So everybody just getting to look at each other. Like, is this lady for real? Lo and behold, shoot, for real. Then you gotta watch. Like, the fact, if y'all had siblings, y'all know y'all had to watch and wait till it was your turn. When everybody, you know, not everybody got whoopings all the time, but then you'll have mass whoopings every now and again. And then you gotta watch and wait. And then you're smart. You're like, you know what? I know that shit hurts. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in and put some motherfucking layers on. I'm gonna layer up. How many of y'all layered up before? Because you thought the parents didn't see that your pants is fatter now. A lot of motherfuckers layered up. And then what they do? Soon they come in, they say, take them clothes off. You little stupid ass. Take them clothes off. That's not what you talking about. What clothes? Y'all stupid ass. Take them clothes off. You can't layer up skin. It's over with. You been found out. Shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. My sister used to just say stupid shit. I'd have just got a whole fucking whooping. Right? I'm in the room crying. She walked up to me like, don't you wish you was me? Like, what did you talk about? Get out my face. Don't you wish you was me so it wouldn't hurt? What you talking about? Or would I be sitting there waiting on a whooping? She was like, you wish you could trade with me so you ain't about to get a whooping? Like, who gave you that idea? Yeah, but who gave you that idea? Boy. Childhood. Everybody had the same childhood. And y'all think we adults? That was so funny. Y'all think we adults? You don't become no adult till you 90. Shit. And you don't know that if you don't have great-grandma with them. Great-grandma with them, everybody was baby. Great-grandma talked to a lady, she 80 years old. Mama 95. Baby, go in the kitchen and grab me, and baby will go and grab you. You not no adult, bro. We big-ass kids out here. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we doing. And we ain't gonna know what we doing or what we were doing unless somebody come and grab us and tell us, listen, you going the wrong way. We got to be able to trust who the fuck that is. Got to be authentic enough. And even then, sometimes it's too late. We just don't know what we doing. And then we thought the adults knew what they were doing. I'm 27 years old. That equal to being about 9 years old. That's the truth that they don't tell you. I'm 27 years old. That's about 9, maybe 7. They like, oh, the frontal lobe don't even finish developing until you 25. So why the fuck were we doing stuff? We should have been in a pod some motherfucking where finished cooking. Like, you gonna throw us out here raw shit? We roll around on the ground collecting dirt for seasoning. We weren't supposed to be the fuck out here. We dumb. But they just sit there and just throw that in there. Say, oh yeah, you don't, your brain ain't finished until you're 25. So we shouldn't be no motherfucking where until we 25. So I'm 27 years old. I'm technically about 5, 6, 7 years old. Still a child. I know I'm a child. And I look at these people out here, I'm like, these are children. You know what I mean? The niggas in prison is children still. You know, even the murderers. They got caught up in some shit, caught up in the moment. A lot of them. And, you know, they threw a tantrum, but they weren't thinking like lifelong after that tantrum was pulled, you know, or thrown. And they sitting there, they still children. They just locked in the cage trying to figure out what happened with their life. You know what I mean? A lot of people out here having children, and they are children. They still children having children, so it's like they don't really know what to do. So we thought our parents knew what to do. Ain't no manual to this shit. They did their best. Shit. They did their best. You know what I mean? I ain't even mad at 21. People think it's mad. I ain't mad at bro. Ultimately, it ain't even just on him. It's on his mama. It's on the community. You know what I mean? But if you choose certain things in the world over what's right, like I know Heather ain't got no complaints because she live in a certain way. She can get cars gifted and all that. But Heather, you know that shit is an illusion. You know that. But I can't tell you nothing, huh? You know that's an illusion, though. But your son is like the big rap star that's like got the money and all that. So it's like I guess you just forget about everything. But that don't mean it went away. You can forget about it. It's still going on. How you go from being right there, saying like help free him, and then it's like you just go into the world. You know, y'all chose the world over what's real. And your son sitting there lying. You know he lying. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I don't know who that is. It's fucked up. And even if you want to try to play like you don't know who I am, you gonna try to play like you wasn't around, like that the story didn't happen, that you ain't never walked through them pylons, you ain't walked down Deity, bro. You weren't there on the beach playing in the sand. Your mama done went around in the classes. So this is a situation where it's like people talking about, oh, bro, little nigga Clutch Williams, the Kevin Gates remix nigga. Talking about some, I'm sure there's other people that you can call out that you grew up with. Nigga, you don't know shit. You don't even know why I'm talking to him. So what do you mean? Like, why are you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? It'd be shit like that. Like, do everybody in here think that I'm talking to everybody? Think about what I'm saying before you respond. You think this for everybody? You think I'm like referring to all of y'all? If it's 80 people on here, I might only be talking about nobody. So this might be for somebody that come through and watch the replay later. I'm not stupid. 99% of these people out there in the world have no idea what's going on. They just figured out they got fingers. I'm talking about getting a grip on shit. They have no idea what's going on. And then the people who's around me, like meaning like the Nubians and Sabians who was around, they don't know what's going on. Cause look at what they did with their time. And they've been saying Rahubat my whole life. And before I was born, some of them. And they sit there and not know who Malachi is. And it was right there in his face, around him. And the way they be acting, I'm like, are we talking about the same Malachi? Is that really Malachi? It can't be Malachi in prison there. Maybe that's the point. Ain't no way. You talking about the same master teacher who conquered the devil multiple times? You talking about him? How y'all acting like this? I don't get it. So I know if people could be around and not know what time it is, ain't no way a nigga that thought that the way that they could claim their way to fame was to be Kevin Gates' shadow. Ain't no way you gonna get it. You see what I'm saying? You trademarked yourself as the shadow of a nigga. You have no idea what you're doing. You don't know what impression means and how people are going to remember you. And when you attempt to start doing serious shit, because after a while, it ain't funny no motherfucking more. Niggas going to be like, oh, You the Kevin Gates nigga. And you don't have to say every time somebody say, oh, you a Kevin Gates, I'm Clutch Williams. No, you not Clutch Williams. You the Kevin Gates nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? Nigga trying to tell me some shit. You can't tell me nothing. Not about this. You can't tell me shit. You don't know nothing about it. We talking over your head, kid. Yeah. Man, don't say his name. That shit's amazing. Don't say his name. I'm gonna have to clip that shit, turn that shit into a whole song. Man, don't say his name. Yep, don't say his name. Yep, don't say his name. Yep, don't say his name. Man, don't say his name. Yep, don't say his name. Don't say it. Name. Fuck up. Don't. Be quiet. Don't say his name. Don't say his name. That nigga said, man, don't. That nigga leaned back. You're like, man, hell no. It's not finna happen. It's gonna get on your ass. I promise you. Nobody gonna be able to dodge this shit. I'm not gonna stop. And I used to tell people, especially when I was in high school, I said, it's gonna be hard to get into the whole mainstream of things. I said, but let me tell you something. It don't matter what type of glass it is. You punch that bitch long enough, it gonna crack. And once it crack, it's over. What y'all just witnessed was a crack in the glass. The world is starting to see, hold on, this nigga phase one is known. Tell us the truth up in this picture. The nigga that you see in the center, that's the truth in this picture. The nigga that you see to the right, that's the lie in this picture. What else? He lying. He lying about his life. And he lying about his life not because he was too young and life just happened. He lying about his life because that part of his life he ashamed of. And he ashamed of that part of his life because of the shit that they put on Malachi's name. And they put the shit on Malachi's name because of the truth that he spoke and the way he was able to change things in reality. He was able to change things in reality and speak the truth that he spoke because he is who he is. And they don't know who he is. It's a mystery. Who is he? Back around to square one. Who is he? What pyramid in that level 3? What? I don't know what you're talking about. No, that's an actual pyramid. I saw that pyramid in person in Georgia when I was 3, 4 years old, 5 years old. That's the Black Pyramid. Which would have been what? Pa Khmer or Pa Khmer back in the Wapik. That's the Black Mir or the Black Pyramid. It was on the land. I know everybody interested in seeing it because they're like, man, what's the story? You got people in the comments saying, man, I'm just lost. What's going on here? I'm like, see, that's the thing. They trying to make it seem like I'm just saying stuff and it don't make sense. But once y'all figure out what all of this is about, if you can, it will all make sense why I'm doing what I'm doing. Think about it. All right. I'm going to say it again for the 99th time. I don't believe in the whole a real nigga won't say he a real nigga thing. And I just heard somebody say recently ain't no such thing as a real nigga. I don't know what's wrong with them. Say it like this. I don't believe in that ideology of if you a real nigga, don't say you a real nigga, just be real nigga. Fuck that. I'm going to say what I want to say and fuck your rules. I'm a real nigga. I'm the real nigga. Secondly, I also don't believe in the ideology of, oh, if you're intelligent or smart, you don't got to say it. That sounds like a dumbass that gets intimidated when people explain about how intelligent they are. So allow me to explain about how intelligent I am. I'm so intelligent. How intelligent am I? That I was and am still able to maintain without compromise the validity and integrity of my being, otherwise called the soul. All throughout this so-called career of mine, without bending to the will of Shaitan and his associates, the music industry, the beast, doing the music they like or any of that, and I'm still able to get the attention of the masses without compromise. That's a very intelligent move. Also, they attempted to play me in even the algorithm, and I cheated the algorithm out of itself by training and teaching the people to be our own algorithm. So when I post something now, because people came into a community of people that are so used to sharing the posts, I was teaching people that the consciousness is the variable in all of this, and whatever equation we're dealing with in any of these realities and dimensions or realms or places, schools of thoughts, however you want to say it, we are the variable, meaning we can change things. We are able to cause them to vary, very able. And we're very able. And I showed people that. And now look, anytime we want to make stuff happen and push the music or whatever, we go to the people. We don't have to spend a fucking dime on that. We could if we want to. We don't have to. The Sister Sunday just posted a song, right? I say, send this to your brothers. What do people do? Okay, I'm going to send it to my brother. We're the algorithm. The shit got 400-something thousand views. You want to know the secret? You go look at that post, you're going to see over 100,000 shares. It should not be 400,000 views, but that's the algorithm for you. That video probably, in all honesty, the video probably got 5 million views now, but it's not going to show that. You want to know why? Because the image that they're seeing is a melanin dominant woman with a big afro speaking and uplifting people. And she's not having to fight for views because there's already a platform there for that. What platform? Oh, I thought you never asked. Mine. The one that I built, that I fought to establish. So we don't need to go through no fucking blogs or no, he want to come on my podcast. Shut your shadow man ass up. I ain't want to come on your podcast. I want to get the message out. Your name could have been Billy Bob. I don't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do with you. You don't exist. That's the reality. I ain't have to tell you that, but I did. You see that? We never needed their industry. We don't need their machine. So how much did I spend on the promo for our artist who is Sunday? And if you don't know, Sunday is signed to Pharaoh Clan Records. So as Sunday grows, guess what else grows? Pharaoh Clan Records. If you don't know, Sunday is a Nubian. So as Sunday grows, guess what else grows? Nuapu. And Sunday has been growing. Her following is continuing to grow up and blow up. And guess what? Every artist is 9 artists that we just signed on, November the 21st, I think it was the 22nd, one of those. We just signed 9 artists, and I showed y'all that in real time. And okay, immediately we get to push and promote the artists. They already streaming. But how much have we already spent on promotion for the streams or for the artists? Not a dime. So this is what they're afraid of. When the money is going to be there, it will be there, we'll be able to do way more with it because of the fact that I don't have to do what y'all do. You see what I'm saying? We already got the people in position and ready, and I have the intelligence to push whatever it is that need to be pushed. I know how to sell them, the shit out of something. When I put Casanat on F Black History, it went from 20,000 views, music video-wise, to now 500-something, working on 600,000 views on a music video on YouTube. F Black History. Guess what? The next time next time Black History come around, guess what song we're going to be able to push? F Black History. I mean, it's going to be a yearly growth spurt on that song, annually, right? Or annual growth spurt. It ain't going to stop. More people going to be listening to it and hearing it. It's going to get bigger and bigger. Next thing you're going to be seeing, a year from now, maybe less, 1 million views on that video. You see what I'm explaining to you? And all I did was put Casanat on it. You see what I'm saying? To add them in, people you see all under the comments, they're like, yo, thank you, Kai, for sending me here. Kai didn't send nobody anywhere. You know, so the thing is, I know how to market. You go and look and see what I'm saying. It's real. I know because how do I know how to market? Why do I know how to market? You want to know the truth? The truth of why I know how to market is Dr. Malachi Z. York. He had this teaching that I grew up listening to. I would sit in the living room, turn it on. It was called, and is called, Dr. York, The Strangest Secret. And in that teaching, he was teaching about marketing and the importance of becoming a salesperson. So I put that knowledge under my belt. Stay with me. And no matter what happens, no matter what is happening, just understand, we know how to market. We know how to push our own stuff so we don't need the machine. You see, next thing you'll see is I'll put somebody in position to have a podcast or to be a Twitch streamer, and they'll blow up, and then they'll come back around and bring me in the door. It's all a part of it. Why? Because phase 1 got many arms. The people didn't know that 1440 Todd knew phase 1. Good people don't be knowing. They don't pay attention. I showed y'all how that went, right? And then remember how it went down and everybody was saying what they were saying, and we did the live, and I was attempting to explain to people why I did what I was doing and da-da-da-da. I said, you need to pay attention. I'm not going to be able to say everything right now, but if you're listening, it'll start making sense. But then I read the comments of the live and saw how many people was demonically active And even people who were supposed to be rocking with me because they thought somebody was going to triumph over me as opposed to be walking with me, they tried to pit us against each other. And they didn't know you can't do that because we already got this shit locked, stock, and barrel. So I said, okay. I told Ty, I said, you know what? I'm going to step back. You just keep moving. I'm going to show you how to keep moving. But I'm going to be behind the scenes, though. And then you see 1440 Ty signed with Farrakhan Records. But I knew him before that. I knew him before the viral moment. I told him the viral moment was coming. He'll tell you that. So you don't know what you're dealing with. And you wonder how you can see that? You say, there ain't no way. Yeah, it's a way. Let me tell you how you can see that. Because what name was going viral when he was going viral? What name went viral with him? Malachi Z. York. Dr. Malachi Z. York. Free Dr. Malachi Z. York. He innocent, by the way. Free Malachi. Remember the video where he posted and somebody pulled up on the side of him was like, yo, free Malachi. So you still clueless? In a Ouija song, what did I say? Or did you think that this all was coincidence? You don't know the power that sit in my hand. It's like, y'all be asking me questions and I'm doing everything in my power to tell you. If you ain't in the right place mentally, you're not going to understand it. Because what I'm talking to you about is beyond the human understanding. You got to come up here, or human understanding. All right? We have an overstanding. And what Malachi taught is that God stand over. Not inner, not under. They stand over. Right? Like I talked to y'all about in my How to Speak Elite book. Why did I write the How to Speak Elite book? So that you could be able to pay attention. You see, I gave you the formula, not to read my book and be like, oh, this is a nice book. I gave you a formula. I had somebody reach out to me when they got out of prison. They said, I did 10 years in prison. One of the first books I got when I got out of prison is How to Speak Elite. I just wanted to call you and tell you changed my life with that book. One book. How to Speak Elite ain't out here. They don't make books like that. Because you had to go through certain orders and certain things before you could even speak on certain things. Even now, the stuff that I'm going through, because I'm still going through my initiations, all right, other level beings, there's no books that could tell me how to go through them. I have to talk to people who went through it. And it's only like 3 people that I could talk to on the planet. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. On the planet, there are only about 3 people that I could speak to, and they all bloodline. Right? That's my mom, my aunt, and my dad. And I can only speak to those 3 people at different times for different things because they've gone through certain initiations, other level, otherworldly activated abilities, and they went through all of this stuff before I was born, some of them. You see? So there's no book. So when I write the book and I put it out there, and those of y'all who got it, once you read it, you were supposed to learn the formula. That was the closest you're going to get to it. Right? Same reason why they were saying don't put the AEO books out. Ancient Egyptian Order. Don't put the AEO books out. Let me tell you, it don't even matter. Because even though them books out, I promise you, people read them books and they don't have the understanding. So they don't even know what they're reading. You see? So a lot of stuff is kept sacred for this very reason. Because we're in the middle of a war. They don't just want to not say my name. They don't want to say Malachi's name. The Shade Room cut out Malachi Z. York's name when they posted Ty. Now, keep in mind, they never post phase 1. All the times I done went viral. The letter I did to Sexy Red got 400 something, almost 500,000 views on YouTube, the music video. That's a big video. Multiple times I posted a letter to 21 Savage, letter to Lil Baby, multiple millions of views. F Black History, so millions of views. Right, all over the web and 500 some thousand on the music video. It's not small. I went live with Kodak Black. After I did the letter to Kodak Black, I got on Kodak Live. I sent the request. He said, yo, I see you, FaZe. I fuck with you, bro. I'm about to pull you up. And we started speaking. We did the whole thing. And then another time, he saw me on the live. He like, yo, FaZe One, I love you, bro. You know what I mean? You the reason why I'm sober right quick. You know what I mean? You the whole reason why I'm sober for right now. Da-da-da-da. Whoop, whoop. They don't talk about that. But they watch every time people go, people like Kodak Black, when they go live, they watch that. Because they're looking for content. But when content happens, they don't say nothing. They don't pay. So I done called out everybody, went viral multiple times, multi-millions of views all over my page. All you got to do is look. And they never post. Not just the Shade Room. Have y'all seen me on Say Cheese? No. Have y'all seen me on Spiritual World? No. Spiritual World just wants to be the Shade Room, so they put that thing on there to make it seem like it was different. But in all actuality, their goal is to be the Shade Room. They're trying to take over that, not understanding the Shade Room has its own niche. So that's that. But you see me on Spiritual World? No. Have you seen me on any? You see me on No Jumper? Remember, No Jumper comes into the community. No Jumper went and got Arcades Can See to have Arcades Can See come on the show. You see? Did No Jumper ever reach out to a phase one? No. Any of the blogs, do you see me on any of the blogs? No. Any of the podcasts? No. But I know all these folks and they all of them know about me. You see that? But why wouldn't they want to deal with that? Let me tell you why. Malachi Z. York. Wack 100. Wack 100 try to kick it. First of all, nigga, the only reason why you don't fuck with me is because you found out I fuck with Malachi Z. York. Because before then, he was all for phase one, followed me and everything. DMs full like, okay, I rock with you. I respect what you doing. Yo, big respect, man. Finally somebody got the balls to say it. Matter of fact, when Hocus for Fifth, who's another nigga who, the only reason he don't fuck with me because Malachi. Hocus for Fifth, what I say? Yeah, Hocus for Fifth had posted me some nigga that was from one of them blood sets. I don't give a fuck. I told him that to his face. Not even to his face. I told one of the other blood niggas that to their face. Where he was like, you know that he one of the big homies. I don't give a fuck. When you wrong, you wrong. It don't have nothing to do with you bang. Right? So, nigga Hocus for Fifth had posted me. But why? Why he post me? He posted me because I paid him. And that's something I had to explain to people that niggas wasn't really helping me even back then just because they wanted to help me. I had to pay them. So I said, man, y'all see me working with these people. I got to pay them, but they work with each other and don't nobody make nobody pay. You see that? So, yeah, I paid Hocus for Fifth to post my shit. I think I might have paid him 150 or 150, one of them. Either way, he posted my shit and Wack 100 had reposted it and we're like, man, finally somebody got the balls to say it. You think I'm lying? Go look up in my catalog, phase one, and the song is called New, right? And you'll see the cover of that song is Wack 100's story post when he was like, you know, finally somebody got the balls to say it. Then he followed me, and then he was messaging me from then on. We were supposed to be doing some work. I asked him if I could do a music video for 6 9 and Blueface and some other stuff was going on at the time. But he found out that I stand with Malachi Z. York. How did he find out about that? He found out on Clubhouse because he was disrespecting Malachi and his family, his daughter, them. And I stood up for her and stood up for Malachi. I'm like, we ain't doing that. Because he was trying to make a joke. And the joke that he made, I'm like, how you going to say you an advocate then make a joke about something happening to somebody? I said, how that makes sense. So if you really doing this because you an advocate for people that survive certain things and that's what you're saying, then how could you make a joke about somebody being abused? And that when he got mad and blew up. But everybody expect everybody to just cake for everybody. And I'm that one nigga that was on the stage that was like, so nobody ain't gonna say nothing about the fact that you just made a joke about somebody being abused as a child and something happening to them. You joking about it. You saying it like an aha thing, but you saying you care about children and da-da-da-da. No, you don't give a fuck about no children. That's a cover-up. You got a problem with Malachi. He got a problem with Malachi. 21 Savage got a problem with Malachi. They don't want that shit around their name. That's what their family is on. Well, we trying to leave that part of us behind. It's still here. What you mean leave it behind? It's still happening and it's still important. So you can feel how you want to feel about it. I'm going to still say what the truth is. You can still say you don't care about it. Get what? It's still the truth. Even if you don't care about it no more, it's still happening. What we going to do about that? Why nobody want to talk about it? That's all I'm saying. And you niggas not journalists for real. Y'all bought out. You sold out already. If you really a journalist, you going to cover what matters. And this shit matter. And you ain't going to tell me no nigga big enough to call out 21 Savage and I stay in the same city he stay in. You ain't gonna tell me I'm big enough to call the nigga out. Ain't nobody touch me. Ain't nobody gonna touch me. And that ain't some shit to talk about. You literally started off by saying, hey, who that nigga that be getting at you online? Da-da-da-da. You know what you talking about. You know what you saying. Because why nobody shut him down? Who can call my peoples and be like, yo, tell him to be quiet? You can't. Because who am I signed with? Remember, I'm supposed to be the industry plant. That what niggas was telling y'all. I'm the industry plant. Rashad Jamal, icky bicky body ass told me or told y'all that I was a government agent, all this other stuff. Ain't nothing they saying holding up, huh? Because if I'm a government agent or if I'm an industry plant, why the industry not helping me? Why they so scared to say my name? Why they not putting me on the Shade Room? Why they not blowing me up on BET? Why I'm not everywhere that Lil Nas and them was? Why, if I'm an industry plant, why do I not have industry plant resources? Why the fuck you gonna send your agent out in the community with no resources? The first thing the agent gotta have is resources. What are you talking about? I don't have no help. I don't have no aid, no assistance. All right, that's not just the street niggas. It's these off-brand wannabe conscious niggas that just wanted some money and try to use this shit to get their way. That's the Black Magic 363s. That's the 19 Keys. That's the Umar Johnsons. That's the rest of you niggas. You off-brand conscious niggas don't want to say my name. You can't say my name. Every time you speaking about some shit, you can never say who it is you talking about. You see? But let it be a Rod Hayes or anybody else that y'all got a disagreement with, y'all gonna say who you talking about. You see that? The only idiot was the crap baby that didn't know that he was trained to be a crash out until he realized he was trained to be a crash out. And they had to sit him down and be like, yo, you can't crash out with this one. That was 607 Bunk. But because 607 Bunk didn't know no better, what wound up happening? The nigga put my name in the title and a whole bunch of followers came from that. The same way he was trying to diss the fact, he like, oh, he got 500 some thousand followers, then tried to call the followers fake. After he made the video where he put me in the video, 15,000 followers came in 1 week. And I'm like, yo, thank you for that. I had to salute him. I said, yo, you did a good job. You did a good job. Because if you wouldn't have posted that, them 15,000 people wouldn't have come. But you can't post phase one and say phase one. This nigga is interesting. They gonna come and see what you talking about, and then they like, nah. First of all, think about it. I'm gonna show you how interesting this nigga phase one is. Right now, it's 100 people on this live, and I'm not showing my face. Please be quiet. How many people you know can just sit on live and talk like we on Clubhouse? You get on somebody live, if the shit not interesting, niggas figure out within 3 seconds whether or not they sticking around. These niggas gotta sit, be in the car, out, drinking, having fun, and motherfuckers still don't give a fuck what you saying or what you doing. It gotta be some big controversial shit. So you see damn near 100 people on here, and I ain't even showing my face. Motherfucker get on here, why he ain't showing his face? I'm like, there, go right there. And I'm just talking, and motherfuckers listening. I'm like, you want to see my face? Go to my page. I put my face on my page. Then they try to say, he always wears shades. I don't always wear shades. And I've been wearing shades since I was a little person. I showed y'all the video when I was little, literally 9, 10, 11 years old wearing shades. Because what the fuck? I watched Malachi York wear shades. I wanted to be like him. And so I wore shades. That's one thing I never shared. I kept doing that. Even still, you'll see videos on my page, on my YouTube page, all of that, where I don't have shades on. So they got to say anything they can. They can't say nothing. But they got to say anything they can to try to discredit the fact that, first of all, people can sit on here and be 100 people and they don't see me. They're looking at the same photo. Y'all been studying this photo like a crime scene. Because ain't nothing else to look at except the comments. So niggas just looking at the screen and there's darkness all around it. And people still listening. Why? Because what I'm saying is interesting and it's important and it's vital. And I know how to portray it and relay it in such a way that no matter who you are, you could figure it out. You see that? So, yeah, you can't say my name. Because you say my name, they coming. Say, who did phase one nigga? Who that? Why you ain't put me in the title? 21 Savage, Beats on phase one, da-da-da-da. Start acting like I'm little. Cause what? How many hundreds of thousands of followers nigga got to get to become an upcoming artist? Think about it, y'all. Are you in the Matrix? Here go the red pill. How many hundreds of thousands of followers do it take for you to be an upcoming Atlanta rapper? Remember I said in the Say Cheese song? I said upcoming rappers out of Atlanta, they never list me. What they got against me, could it be that black ball rolling around the city? Meaning I already know what the fuck is going on. A lot of niggas didn't even know that the reason why some of y'all niggas not on is because it's gatekeeping going on. When I said it, then niggas start asking like, damn, who made a call on me? You know what I mean? Who told them don't fuck with me? But you won't say who told you that this was going on. That's what these niggas do. They trying to keep it to the same 6 people. You know what I mean? And that's called gatekeeping. And I keep kicking in their gate. And they don't want to, every time y'all go around the corner and the people stop you, be like, yo, you can't drive over here today. They don't want to tell you the reason you can't drive over there, kind of fuck their gate up. You see? So when you start seeing traffic be redirected, it's because I fuck up gates. You see? Yeah, it's really like that. And then, oh yeah, don't say his name. Why? Because as soon as you say the name, here go the gate again. They're like Jericho wall. Saying my name gonna fuck them walls up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing to play with. Man, don't say his name. You can't shake it because I'm still going to be on there about it. What they thought was going to happen. Then they say, don't say it. I went up on your name again. And then I showed them proof that they why these niggas don't say my name. Over 100,000 views on all three of them posts. That's not little. That's big business. And I don't pay. I don't pay no ads, no none of that. I be seeing niggas talking about paying ads and shit. I'm like, bro, do you know how they system work? Last time I checked their system, because I used to do ads on my old page. That was back in 2018, right? And I ain't even get no views off that shit. Nobody ain't know who I was. But I still saw how it worked. So I used to do ads. I looked into the ad shit maybe 2 years ago or a year ago. The last time I checked them ads, you got to pay $1,000 to get like 100,000 views. So think about it. I do fundraisers every 3 weeks, right? Depending on what the situation is. You see me doing fundraisers sometimes multiple times out the week, depending on what it is, because we covering shit. I don't have thousands of dollars to spend per post. So if you see a post and that shit got 1 million views, that means you trying to tell me I spent what? What's that, $10,000 on a post? On a post? No, here go the truth. Folks be sharing the post. The end. When you share shit, people view it. The end. Like, nigga, I don't use that. I came to the people and said, this is what we gonna do. You don't be paying attention? Look at my story. I'll post something and I'll be like, all right, everybody share this. We about to mob out. Da-da-da-da. Because you come to the page, you ain't gonna see my story post 3 days from the post. You gonna see this, some big numbers on the post. Nigga, we ride out. They know how to, everybody know. Oh, Faye one just dropped. He posted something, we finna ride out. Or I hit the group chat, be like, everybody, you like 100-some people in the group chat. I say, everybody hit the comments. Da-da-da-da. We do that. The algorithm is under our control. This shit don't move if we don't move. So I don't need their machine. That's why they trying to block me out. And the thing about it is, you thinking some people not industry. No matter how big you get, when you start getting big, the industry turn its eyes on you. Listen to me, because some of y'all day is coming when you're going to get big and you're going to have to make a decision, right? You're going to start getting big and you're going to have to make a decision. One of the people who know this like nobody else don't know it is 1440 Top, because as soon as he started getting big, everybody was hitting him. But nobody had the best interest at heart. Everybody was hitting them for their own reasons, whatever they were trying to push. And we're trying to fuck them over. And this is real life. All that's going to come out eventually, right? So once you start getting big, you're going to have to make a decision. This is what people be saying when you're going to sell your soul or you're going to stay who you are, stay true to who you are. Look at Amaretta, for instance, right? They don't bring Amaretta up in a lot of these talks that they be having about women, rappers, and stuff like that. They jump right to, like, the Lottos. Even though I think Lotto can rap. Like, I heard some of her shit when she had dropped that album. You know what I mean? And even though she threw a shot at me, I ain't gonna say nothing, but like, she threw a shot at me too, because she was defending 21, but I don't give a damn. That's what she supposed to do, right? Because even still, y'all throw all these shots, but nobody's saying who it is they talking about, but it's all good. So I think Lotto can rap, but at the same time, it ain't too many people that's out rapping Amaretta when she really getting her bag. Now, they not gonna really speak about her or involve her in the big conversations. Why? Because Amaretta isn't exploiting herself. And when you listen to her music, it ain't all sex and glitz and glam. And then after a while, I know even in that lane, especially when you a female, they try to usher you into it. The people around you be trying to usher you into it. You know what I mean? Saying, yo, you should make a song like this, a song like that. When in all actuality, all they seeing is dollar signs of how that could have some shock value and da-da-da-da, but they not thinking about your soul. They're not thinking about what will be comfortable for you, your integrity. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about, oh, yeah, we do this, we just blow up, and then we go back to this. But once you do that, people going to always remember that you did that. That's selling your soul. All right, real quick. I've been in this shit for how long? So what? We can count. Let's start counting around when I graduated. I don't give a fuck. Let's count. Let's go from 2018 up to now, right? Let's count that as far as the big music shit that I've been doing. Even though it was before then, right? Matter of fact, fuck that. We going before then. So I started in this music shit officially. The first time I officially stepped in the studio, I was 12 years old. All right, I'm 27 now. So how many years is that, y'all? That's 15 years? Okay. So in 15 years, all I want to ask y'all to do is comment what my humiliation ritual was. They marched 21 Savage around the streets under his MK Ultra with the sign up saying, I'm a hoe too. Following behind Amber Rose, whoever the fuck that's supposed to be. Like, who is this soulless Barbie doll? He walking behind her talking about, I'm a hoe too. You see what I'm saying? On a slut walk. Shit don't match nothing with his brand. But they do that. They do that type of shit. All right. Long as y'all know me, I need somebody to tell me what my humiliation ritual was. Because now they say you can't be mainstream without selling your soul. You can't reach the mainstream without selling your soul. I'm telling you that's a lie. Right? Because we already reaching into the mainstream. And I still ain't sold my soul. So you know what they got to do when that happens? They try to kill you, which I already done told y'all. They done tried to kill me a few times. That's regular though. I'm not saying that like you need to put that as a sticker and give it to me. I'm just saying that's the reality. But it ain't worked because thou shalt not, you know that, touch the anointed, but you know that. Right? Okay, so cool. I'm doing what I'm the fuck supposed to be doing and still ain't sold my soul. So somebody tell me, what was my humiliation ritual? I mean, I really want you to think. What did I do that was a humiliation ritual? Anybody see me in a dress? Anybody see me, you know what I'm saying, hugged up at a white party in a sandwich? You know what I mean? You see me walking out of a building with a shirt tied around my waist, with a nigga leading me and guiding me and telling me where to walk and where to stand and all of that? You see me up under a nigga? You seen that? No. Okay, what the fuck? Where's mine? Like I said, I ain't never grabbed my ankles. So a lot of niggas gonna be hurt. I almost said something. A lot of niggas gonna be... Nah, hell no, I'm gonna say it. I'm me. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. A lot of niggas gonna be butt hurt because of the shit they went through. Nigga, you chose to do that. That ain't my shit. You chose that. You know what I mean? So, a lot of niggas walking around butt hurt. I'm not walking around butt hurt. I'm doing just fine. So they like, you know what I mean? They make a nigga like, man, don't say his name. I don't got to do what y'all niggas did. I said that in my song. I ain't do what y'all did to get it. And I'm not going to do what y'all niggas did. Now, they been telling y'all I'm going to sell out for a long time. I watched niggas sell out for 50,000 followers. So now we at 600-something thousand followers. We done got big around these motherfuckers. We big. I mean, we doing the shit we supposed to do, y'all. This ain't little. I'm telling you right now, it's more people on the lie than you think. Anyway, because we done seen that glitch. Man, we doing this shit big. And we doing it with Nuwapu. And I ain't sold my soul. So tell me when I'm supposed to sell out. When? Let me know when. Wait, is it when I hit 1 million? Because y'all keep moving the goalposts, literally. You know what I mean? It's after you get 100,000, then you got to work with them. You got to, no the fuck, I don't. Yeah, huh? Because after you hit 100,000, you became a Mason. And then I pull up the receipts. Nigga, I was a Mason at 16. Then they fucked their whole brain up. Yeah, you see how you that ain't me. That ain't my lifestyle. Goat body. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was a Mason at 16 years old. I did that shit on purpose so I could learn what the fuck they knew. How many of you was intelligent enough to do that? You niggas ain't intelligent enough to infiltrate the Masons. The fuck? And I did that shit on purpose. And I was smart enough, because I knew it was going to be an idiot in my comment. 10 years from there, I was smart enough to document the shit. So I actually documented when I was in the lodge and learning the stuff I was learning. I had the bucket hat on with the Masonic emblem. I was speaking and teaching this stuff to my son. I documented all that shit. You niggas you ain't smart enough to document shit. My mama smart. My mama intelligent. When I had shit going on in school, she was like, write that shit down. Write that down. I say, they fucking with me. They doing this. They doing that. I ain't cut it, but I'm like, they mess with me. Woo. You need to get you a notebook, write that down. Every time they do something, every time she say something, whether it's a teacher, whoever, you need to write the date, write it down, and document it. Man, my mama taught me to document everything. So when shit was going on, why y'all think soon as the shit pop up, I go live? Because somebody screen recorded. Everything that happens is documented. Soon as some shit go on, somebody say some shit, somebody say I did some shit. Oh, we gonna get on this phone call right now. We gonna be on this phone call for 5 hours until I get everything I need. Just in case you try to pull some shit, get what? You don't know that I ain't just sitting on here talking to you. If you say this is that, then I'm gonna ask you this question. You gonna contradict yourself because you in a fit of emotion. You don't know that you contradicting yourself because you swear up and down. That's what happened when you're in a fit of emotion. that what you saying is thorough. Oh, all the while, I documented your contradictions, not by hearsay, your own words. You see? Your frontal lobe ain't working right now because your frontal lobe would have been like, maybe I shouldn't be on this call after I done said this shit. Maybe I should just go ahead and do whatever the fuck I'm finna do. Nah. Hey, let's have a call. Everybody get on the call. Okay, so what you had said? All right, you said that, right? Okay. And what you said, what you did this. How you do this if you was this? Or how you do this if you, how you able to do that if this ain't happening? Next thing you know, you're like, okay, now you saying shit. You don't even know why you saying it. Now it's like you trying to cover up tracks. That's me. We document everything. So I documented my life. Anybody saying I became a Mason after 100,000 followers, you got it backwards. I was a Mason first. At age 16, I became a Mason into the Princess. Anybody got my books? What book was it? What was the last book I came out with? Not the 9 Degrees of Isolation. What was the other book? Protect the Crown. And what else? What came after Protect the Crown? Was it 9DI? Was Protect the Crown the last book before 9 Degrees? No, yeah. So some of y'all got the 9 Degrees of Isolation, another book I put out. Jesus Was an Agent. But I think it was Protect the Crown. And one of them books, though, one of my last books, how many people seen it, like, where I put the actual, I put the actual trademark and emblem and picture from the lodge that I was walked into or hailed from. See, people think, okay, when they be coming on and say, where you hailed from? And I don't tell them, they thinking that that's me not, having nowhere that I was hailed from. But they don't understand, that's me testing you. Are you able to see and recognize me in the darkness as well as in the light, as we were taught to do? Or are you here trying to show me up? If you got the intention behind, what you're doing as you trying to show me up, nigga, I'm not answering that shit. You see, I'm going to answer it in a different way. But I ain't going to answer it how you think I'm going to answer it. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. You see? But the point is, if you study and pay attention and look at what I'm doing, I put the shit in my book. As a matter of fact, I put the shit in my songs. I be telling y'all, I say, look, the genies, we call them genies in our community, off of Venetian Hill. This is West End. Anybody around Venetian Hill? I don't know if anybody on here that was from around here. There was some nigga that was called genies, the twins. They were tall twins. Their eyes was different. They were real tall. And they walked around with turbans. So we called them genies. So the genies came to me when I was 16 years old. They were like, we want to talk to you about the square. Right? They were twins. How many times y'all done heard me say, the niggas who brought me in to Masonry, I was 16 years old, they were twins. And then in my song right now, I say what? Put in twin with 2 N's, right? So that show you how to spell it. And then all you got to do is know what the fuck the lodges are written out as. And now you got the name of the damn lodge. Now all you got to do is figure out what the number is, where they was stationed at, who was the the grandmaster, who's the worshipful master, all that other stuff. Then you got your answer. If you don't know how to seek, then what the fuck you want me to just give you all the answers for? I'm showing people how to do it. And look, right here, I just showed them again, and I'm telling you, that's still over their head. And people want me to be No Child Left Behind granting this shit. I can't. Stuff wouldn't have moved if I would have listened to people who don't know nothing about what's going on. You can't advise me on this. In order for you to give an advisory, you have to be able to have advisory to begin with. How you going to give me advice and you don't have advisory? You don't have the vision, the vision to see what's happening. Speaking of vision, you go to my song on Phase 1 Productions YouTube. When I was 16, I got a song called Vision. And in that song, I explained the plan. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I might show y'all that. Let me see what I feel like doing. I might feel like showing y'all, I don't know. What is it? That's the hallway. All right. I'll show y'all this shit. Where you going with my time? Put that shit back. Oh, I just heard it, so I got to do it. I would like to take this time to give thanks to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. In Jesus' name, I pray all love and light to the people who are here and experiencing the things they're experiencing in school earth. We come a long way. One day soon, I'll no longer be with you. However, I want you to know I will never go gravely. You see, because I wanted to do this. I wanted to take this path. I did this. I was willing to do it, and I'm grateful for everything that came with it, everything that will come with it. So I give thanks in the name of the Most High, right? Hopefully everybody understands it and hears it. So I give gratitude, thanks to Pa Natharu, the overseers, those who watch and don't say, those who don't speak, but they see everything that's said and they hear everything that's heard. So I just had to do that. I felt that. I want to give thanks because I'm not me by myself because I got friends on the other side. You see that? Remember, they try to flip everything that's our shit. Friends on the other side is our shit. Time is on our side. That's our shit. They took that from the master. All that's our stuff. So when you're watching the music video, not the music video, the movie Fallen, when they say time is on our side, they try to make it seem like it's some evil shit that the fallen angel is saying. But a fallen angel is an angel, regardless of where they are, where they're stationed. You see that? So, okay, every being, I don't know if I should say this part. Never mind. All right, let me do what I'm about to do. Yeah, I don't think I should say that part. Okay. I'm going to leave that up to the mystery. And I'm actually about to start leaving more stuff with the mystery because I think I talk too much. I think I tell people too many secrets. Because my thing was to empower people with the secrets. And as I get older and wiser, I start realizing why secrets exist. Why why they don't tell people everything. You see, and why all the masters move like that. All in due time is the master's motto. So, let's see. I'm going to show y'all how deep it get. Again, we'll go up, not down the rabbit hole. Come up out of the rabbit hole. I'm going to show y'all. Because all this is calculated. And I only got a certain amount of time, so it's like, well, I just was talking to the sisters earlier. I'm like, man, like, I need help. Like, I need y'all to lay hands on me. Because shit I'm dealing with, the war that we at right now, it's like the shit is what do you call it? The fabric of reality is tearing away, right? So it's so many different types of beings jumping in and out this motherfucker. Body snatchers, all kind of shit going around. And it's like, man, I asked the sisters to protect me. The sisters protecting you with me like they on one accord. The energy is right. Another reason why I might get on a sister, but I can't really get on a sister because that ain't good energy. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not good if you get to bashing a woman, something bad is coming. You see, so I be having to be like, hey, look, I repent. You know, I'm like the sister who had said something the other day on the live, and I was about to get in on her ass, and I was like, you know what? You a sister, I shouldn't even be doing this. This ain't right. That ain't me trying to be funny. That me really being like trying to show it or showing an example, especially for the brothers. When you get to bashing on the sisters, it's something bad finna happen. You see, so I just be asking that those who walk with me see the purity in who and what I am. And I'm the same young boy who, you know, had the intention of setting all this stuff straight. And I know they see, because they see everything. All right, so where this shit is? See that right here? See how I say my vision 9 years ago? It's calculated. Everything is calculated. You see the purple light? Okay. Phase 1 production. You see the light. So I did this in what year? This was 2015. December 31st, 2015.
Trotting down the road of tribulation. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds on me dancing, but the middle one is shaking.
All right, so the first lyrics you hear me say is trotting down the road of tribulation. So this means I'm traveling. This is a Masonic saying. All right, traveling where? To the east. From where? From the west, right? Which is a whole other science because No matter how far you travel east, you're still traveling west, which that's a whole other science, because no matter how far you're traveling east, you're still traveling west. You see that? Okay, it's another story. The point is, when you're traveling east, you're going in the direction that the sun rises, which means toward the sun. All right? Toward the way of the order of Melchizedek. All right? That Jesus Christ was raised up in the Bible, the scriptures, the messengers of righteousness, toward the light of the sun, toward the Horus, hard as he's rising, hard rising, horizon. Okay? Horus, when people say Horus, what they really could say is hard. It's easy to explain. And hard, or Harut, is another way of saying a Jesus-type being. All right? One who is anointed. You see that? So hard, one of the guys of the skies, son of Isis, Osiris, Osir, okay, Usir and Oset, all right, is one of these signs and symbols of those who will be adepts in the earth plane under the school of the bird. All right? Something else that was imparted on me is a lot of y'all who don't like to eat chicken and birds, and those of y'all who wanted to eat chicken and stop eating chicken because it's like you started smelling the blood. How many people had that experience? This ain't for everybody, I know. Because I just heard that, like, what are you doing? Okay, so maybe I don't need to say that either. All right, I'll let that go. I'll say it like this. There's a school of a bird that's taking place. A lot of times, school of the bird take place. All right? You watch and look at the Tama-Re image from the eagle eye view, listen, okay, and you will see that it's a bird, okay? The image of Tama-Re from overhead is the image of Horus, the falcon, okay? Also, they have something called Rock Eagle Mound, where they made a bird similar to birds. Birds had the ability to fly. They were granted wisdom. They had the wisdom, like the eagle is supposed to be wise and having flight. That's represented extraterrestrial beings, also referred to as Kachina. Kachina were beings who came from the stars, who came down with signs and symbols and, you know, ways of learning and systems thereof and technology and all of that. So these were the star teachers. You get me? So point is, when you walk in as a Mason walks, those who are Masons in today's day and age are mimicking the ancient Egyptian orders. All right. And they don't know that, but that's what the whole pyramid with the eye and all that stuff is for. A lot of them don't know that what you're doing is you're really portraying the ancient Egyptian orders. And if you don't know, then you won't know where to look to find out where it was first. That's why I say the oldest order, the most ancient order on the planet is Masonry. It's just taking on new forms, new words, new sayings. But the degrees still tie you back to the land. That's why they have to have the pyramid. Mason itself is speaking about building with bricks, and the bricks is the pyramid. And the pyramid is also speaking in terms of the life realm itself, the realm you call life, okay? Also speaking in terms of the sociological pyramid or the caste system, where you have more people on the bottom, right, who are in the realm of destruction or sleep. And then you have fewer people on the top who are referred to as the lit up beings or the elite or elite, okay? Elite, okay? Eli, what is Eli? Eli, when Jesus, Isa, or Yeshua HaMashiach was calling out Eli, Eli. They say Eli. It's Eli. All right, it's really Eli. When you speaking in terms of Hebrew or Ivrit, it's supposed to be Eli. It's not the same type of E as you saying it in English, okay? And it's not supposed to be I, because it's E. All right, the sound that the I makes, as you would call it, which is really no I. You'd be talking in terms of the Yod. And the Aleph for the vowels. So they use the Aleph for the vowels, and there's different, sulfate that come along with that to give you a certain sound that you're looking for. So the point would be, when you're saying Eli, or Eli, you're saying he who is high, or that which is higher than me. Like saying the word elevated. Okay, that'll help you remember it. So Eli is saying like exalted, the one above. Eli, lama sabachthani. He was saying, Eli, lama, why? Sabachthani, have you forgotten about me, or left me alone, or forsaken me? You see that? So anybody who came through as a Mason, you had the opportunity to access the higher degrees. But what wound up happening, a lot of people became Boy Scout Masons. They just want to be a part of something, and they got stuck on a level, not understanding that the stairs keep going up. Jacob, or Yakub ladder, as you call it, that ladder is adhering to, or alluding to, the genes. When your genes become active, go watch the movie Dark City. All right? They illustrated it in there, where he said, yo, he's a step up the evolutionary ladder. What is also a ladder? Okay, the ladder is the pyramid. I think they speak about that in the book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 28, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it 10? Was it 10:28? Because that was 10. What was it? 12. It might have been 12:28. I think Genesis chapter 12, verse 28. 28. You go look and you see they were speaking about a dream that was had, that angels were descending and ascending on a ladder. Okay, that ladder that they're speaking about is the pyramid. You get that so far? So the pyramid is a ladder. You literally walk up the steps or the levels, and some people get stuck and they wind up just walking around with the gloves on, going to the burning sand store, speaking to everybody, handing tokens around, feeling like they're elite because they have these passwords, not understanding that was your entry in. Some people they might go to the Scottish Rite degree, all right, with the Scottish Rite, where they go into the 18th degree and find out, I could become a Rosicrucian. And then there's a merging or marrying of Rosicrucianism or the ancient mystic order of Rosicrucian into the Scottish Rite order through that 18th degree. 1 and 8 is 9, right? There are 9 chambers that they have to travel through. They have to get through the pause of the Sphinx. And then even still, some people get stuck there, say, I'm a Rosicrucian, and then that's it. They're supposed to keep traveling. You see that? Now, the most advanced order that I know about is the ancient mystic order of Melchizedek, that Melchizedek York brought, and the ancient Egyptian order. Those are the most advanced orders that I know of, was able to experience and see. All right. I wasn't around to be inducted or walked in or initiated. I don't even think I was old enough. But the point is, it's still here. And I wouldn't go into it now the way that they have it because he's not here to do what needed to be done. So then you have other orders that are nameless orders. Orders that are taking place right now where you're being initiated. Some of y'all even being on this live to hear me speak. You may be one of the ones that I'm talking to. Okay. You've been initiated, but there's no name to what it is that you're doing. There's no title to who it is you're becoming. Okay? Before they could say Aferti or Aferti, the Pharaoh, before they could say that, there had to become an occurrence that the Pharaoh existed. Before you can call somebody a police officer, you have to use the word police. Right? The word has to exist. And there has to exist somebody that can come and become that first police officer, whoever the first police officer or officers were who were brought into the academy. Same thing with everything. So the first Masons, were coming from a bloodline or a background, not always bloodline, a background of people or joining into a background or bloodline of people who came before those orders were there. All right. It wasn't always called Masonry is my point. So when I say traveling or trotting down this road of tribulation, that's the traveling and what comes as a Mason. When you walk through and you read the chapter of Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 24, it talks to you about what it means to become a Mason and things you have to go through. All right. How you be persecuted and all this other stuff and everything that Jesus went through when he was being crucified. That's what it means to become a Mason or a traveler. All right. So it's level and level and level and level after it. But you have to know Jesus himself was a Mason and he was in the order of Melchizedek. And anybody that wants to debate that, tell them come talk to me because the truth is you don't know what Melchizedek order meant. Most of the people say that ain't the truth. If I ask them, tell me what Melchizedek means. Most of the time they're not even going to pronounce it right. They're going to say Melchizedek. You see, slip of the tongue. But the truth is, it's Melchizedek. So tell me what it means. And if you can't tell me what it means, why are we talking about it? You see, the order of Melchizedek, from a being who wasn't with a beginning or with an end, that being brought forth an order that stepped outside of the earth plane. You see, that's why Jesus was so advanced. And he went and learned where? Because he wasn't in Egypt just sucking his thumb. He went to Egypt to learn. All right? A place called Nubia or Kemet, and traveled around those lands. You see that? Or Sudan. So he was out there learning. He was out there studying in the temples or the houses. What temples? What houses? The pyramids. You see that? So this isn't something that just popped up out of nowhere and the devil doesn't own the information. So if y'all gonna say that Masons worship the devil, is because you don't know what you're talking about. You just don't know. You see? And some Masons don't even believe in none of that shit. They just doing what they're doing to get ahead. You with me? All right.
And the doctor told me to be patient when they shaking. It's on me dancing, but the middle relation. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds on me dancing, but the middle one is shaking.
Said diamonds, diamonds, diamonds on me dancing, but the middle one is shaking. You want to know what that looks like? I'll show you what it looks like. All right, let's turn the screen right here, right? Let's say this is a diamond. Let's say that's a diamond. And let's say that's a diamond. Dancing. They have their own vibration. This would be one eye, another eye, and a third eye. The middle one is shaking. It's speaking about the activation of the third eye or the first eye as it's called. The middle one is shaking. You see? So I say certain things. Remember the time when they came out with them songs? I think it was Big Rings or something like that. It wasn't Big Rings. One of them songs, Future and Drake did an album together. Right? When they had that song, Diamond, 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 dancing, Diamonds on Me Dancing. Right? So I took that line and flipped it to say diamonds, diamonds, diamonds on me dancing, but the middle one is shaking. Each of my eyes is a jewel, right? And the middle one is shaking. You're not dealing with the average person. I'm just explaining it. And now, so what was the clout? This was for clout. I have 673 views. This is my old page. I don't even use this page no more. 1.7 thousand subscribers. I don't even use this page. This is 9 years ago in 2015. I did this for clout. 673 views over 9 years. Nobody can see this. I did this because it's who I am. And I was documenting stuff because I knew it was going to come. And what I call it, my vision. I didn't call it exchange. I called it my vision. Listen.
And the doctor told me to be patient.
The doctor told me to be patient. That's a bar. At the same time, I'm telling you something. Okay? Malachi taught me to have patience. You see? That's the doctor. When I be speaking about the doctor, Dr. Malachi Z. York. All right, watch.
So I walk around, head down, and my shadow's always anxious.
That means look at it. You can see it in his eyes. He locked in. Hold on, y'all. Y'all get me? All right. So the point is, I'm serious still, but I was serious even back then. So I say I walk around with my head down and my shadow's always anxious. It's speaking about me knowing what's coming. I'm knowing that, but I have to have a certain amount of patience. You just can't hit them with everything at one time. You got to have a plan, and you got to roll it out. And you can't do the whole plan at once. So y'all looking at it like, oh, he just came out of nowhere talking about 21/7. Man, please. All this shit is a plan, and I'm going to prove it.
Walking around with pharaohs and we changing.
Walking around with pharaohs, and we changing. You see that big-ass unk that I'm wearing? That's a big-ass unk, ain't it? Okay. So I didn't just start learning about this conscious community shit because of a Rail Chosen was talking. We don't know who the fuck that is or why he's there, right? Some of y'all people just be all brand in the way. They don't have anything to do with what this is. This big-ass unk was on me in 2015. But that same big-ass unk was on Tamaray when I was a little bitty child. So I grew up with this. My mama got me this for my birthday. You see what I'm saying? One of my younger birthdays. I can't remember which one it was. It's all right. Nah, you got it. I should. Yeah, my mama got me this for my birthday, so I been had these. So it's all in the plan, is what I'm explaining to you. So I said, walk around with pharaohs and we changing. I had Pharaoh Clan in high school. Now you just now seeing Pharaoh Clan records. And you trying to tell me something. That's what's so interesting. This is a plan, and you're watching and observing it.
Walking around with pharaohs and we changing. On our way to trade the whips and chains in.
On our way to trade they whips and chains in. What did I explain to y'all? When I showed you the image where it says, here in my bag, I have a foolproof method. Remember when I was signing and I said, look at the bag. Did you pay attention to the bag? How it says foolproof method. Foolproof method takes you all the way back to who? The Willie Lynch letter, where Willie Lynch was saying how you can keep people enslaved. So I'm showing you right here, if you listen, that we on our way to trade they whips and chains in. It's been a plan.
For some flames in.
For some flames. And what are the flames? If you don't know, I'll explain. That's what I'm here to do. The flames is speaking about the lights. Okay? Information. Illumination. And there are different levels and degrees of that. So people are gonna have information, right? They won't be trapped anymore under the spells that were out here.
Everything was wrong before we came inside of this world, but they always frowned upon my generation.
Okay, this is me speaking to you, telling you I know what's going on. Everything was wrong before we came inside of this world, but they always frowned upon my generation, right? Like, now I'm observing it from seeing it like it is, thinking that the adults are going to be able to figure this shit out. All they did was frown on our generation. They was supposed to be there to help us figure this shit out.
We don't have no book to put our page in. Seem like all the teachers in my school never knew that we was waiting for someone to show us how to raise it. Tell us that we dirty, but ain't never run no water we could bathe in. I can see the future just like Raven. I can see the...
You hear what he's saying? I can see the future just like Raven. Come on now. Some of y'all was like 4 years old when I did this. Some of y'all in here were little bitty toddlers. I saw y'all coming.
Raven. I can see the children of the sun trotting roads that we paving. Words to the future, this is phasing. If we don't get it right, it's our fault. And we not placing no blame and no blame on the babies. We gon' need our babies. We gotta be careful what we feed our babies. Pharaoh may be different, show, but he not crazy. I promise that I do this out of love, for real.
Okay, say Pharaoh. Pharaoh may be different. Here's what y'all don't know. Everybody used to call me Pharaoh. Back when I was younger, everybody called me Pharaoh. There was big Pharaoh business happening before Young Pharaoh. So when we heard about Young Pharaoh, like, who the fuck is that? And we seen he was speaking about the 76 trillion years, right? And the 9 ether. I'm like, this is a new Wabian. Where he come from? And then we heard him speaking out against Malachi Z. York when people were stepping out, saying, what's going on? Like, who you with? Then he started attacking Malachi. But I don't know, he might have expected that people weren't going to find out that everything you were saying, you were getting out of Malachi Holy Tablets book. But we know that.
Out of love, for real. And I can't tell you what I saw, you won't believe me, no. All I can say is time is changing and it's speeding, yo. Just pay attention to my voice and it'll lead you folks. Cause what I learned is what you need to know to free your soul.
Real life. So this ain't no clout chase. This is real life. I can't tell you what I saw. You won't believe me. No. All I can say is time is changing and it's speeding, yo. Just pay attention to my voice and it'll lead you, folks. Because what I learned is what you need to know to free your soul. Did the people learn that? We don't know whether or not they did. But a lot of people have. There's some who done woke up. You see stuff happening now with 21 Savage. Don't want to say the name. All of this is a part of it. Because if people say the name, then they have to find out Malachi, then they have to find out what I'm talking about, and then their souls get woke up, and then people start seeing the illusion, and people can't make the money they making no more, because once people turn on the illusion, where you going to make your money? And then you can't, this is another thing they don't want to tell you. They can't play catch-up. I can get in and start making bullshit music and play catch-up if that's the way to go, and that would have been the way to go. I could have just did that. That would have been stupid, right? But it makes sense for the idiots. Okay, so watch this. How you going to just be intelligent overnight? How you just going to be spiritual overnight? You see what happens when people try to be spiritual overnight? Look at the spiritual community. Where are they going? What are they doing? You see, you don't know where they're going no more. Now, all of a sudden, oh, you can't tell me how to be spiritual. Now they don't have no laws. They don't have no rules. They don't have no regulations. They wandering around like they was written to be wandering around. With all their tarots and all the stuff they got, they still don't know where they're going. Tell me why. You see, because they refuse to acknowledge the truth. That's not me. You got people that are suffering from delusion and psychosis because they refuse to acknowledge the truth. That's not me. And nigga 21 Savage looks sick. You want to know why he looks sick? He refused to acknowledge the truth. That's not me. And a lot of people are y'all gonna see what I'm saying soon. All right? Because the clock that people been watching, if you happen, is winding down.
Pharaoh, what you see last night?
What did it say? Pharaoh, what you see last night? Keep in mind, it's 9 years ago.
I saw a floor half black, half white.
I saw a floor half black. You see the baby face? I got a baby face. I saw a floor half black, half white. Right? What floor am I talking about? That's that same checkerboard floor that y'all be seeing in all their music videos where they having conversations over your head, right? With somebody being handled or some sacred is being told or, you know what I mean, some sign is being given or some secret is being uttered, but only in the passageways of darkness. People ain't gonna see it. But y'all be noticing it and y'all will say it, but then it's like it happens in the back of your mind because after you say it, you still subscribe to whatever it is they put out. All right, watch.
There was a man asking, did I want some more?
All right, check this out. He say, Pharaoh, who was on that floor? What floor? The black and white chessboard floor, right? Okay, cool. Notice I'm saying chessboard, not checkers. Okay? It's two different games. One board is, you got these little pieces, you play it a certain way, you jump, you know? And then chess is like more strategic. You got to think. You see? So some people say checkerboard. Those who know it's not a checkerboard floor. It's a chessboard floor. I say what? There was a man asking, did I want some more? More as in M-O-O-R, because I was also going through that school. Yes, I'm an MSTA graduate. I mean, so many things. Like, how long you got?
Pharaoh, did he say anything else? He told me love was on the way to bring me help. Gave me a buckle and I placed it on my belt with all the rest of my tools. Told me save it for myself.
All right, watch. Boom. You see that? Gave me a buckle and I placed it on my belt with all the rest of my tools. Told me save it for myself. What tools you talking about? Okay, tools is also a Masonic thing. You see that right there? That's not just no Mason symbol. People don't know what they're talking about. That's a pyramid. It ain't nothing evil about no pyramid. If you see a pyramid and get spooked, good, because we don't need you nowhere near the motion. Because what's wrong with you? Shake that off your system. A pyramid is a structure, one of the 7 world wonders. Okay, even though there are more than that. All right? It's a structure. And it's a structure that caused them to wonder because they didn't know what it was. It's a mystery. All right? So mysteries scare people. Find me, all you Christians, find me in the Bible where a pyramid is evil. What pyramid did some evil shit in the Bible? It is a structure. You see that? And because you don't know what it is, you don't know that it's one of the key words that's hidden in plain sight. The word miracle. Occult means hidden. Mir is a pyramid, right? Or also a word for light. Also a word for water. Okay? So when you hear the word miracle, okay, you hear it now? Mir occult. Occult is hidden and mir is a pyramid. Something that was hidden in the pyramid. What was hidden in the pyramid? The information, the light in the center. The light at the top ain't the light at the top. The light is at the center. Okay? But you have to be standing over the pyramid to see that. If you're not standing over the pyramid, you think the capstone is at the top of the pyramid. When you're looking down at the pyramid from the high angle view or the elevated view or the angle of depression, really the bird eye view specifically. When you have the bird's eye view, the view of the gods, and you're looking down at the pyramid, you'll notice that the capstone is in the middle. The capstone lights up, okay? That light is the fire that they're talking about that's in the middle. That's why it's called a pyramid. The word pyro. Pyro is a word for fire in Greek. And mid is speaking about the center. So pyramid means fire in the center. It's the same thing that Jesus is pointing to when you see a heart in the image. He's pointing to it and it's on fire. He's talking about the pyramid. You don't know what that means? Like, they put the shit right in front of y'all. You see? So the pyramid in the center, or fire in the center, is where all the information is kept. Is when you walk down the halls and you finally see what the tunnel at the end of the, they try to light at the end of the tunnel. So next time you look at a pyramid, look at it from the high angle view, you'll notice that it looks like a hallway with a door at the end. You see, it's all about your vantage point or what you're able to see. Hidden in plain sight. Not P-L-A-I-N. It's hidden in P-L-A-N-E sight. Plain sight. All right? Because you stand on certain planes, you're going to see different things at different heights and different ways. Different vantage points. All right? And those who overstand have an advantage. That's what that sign means. Don't let nobody that ain't never walked through the orders tell you nothing. They clueless. They don't know what they say. They speak out of conjecture. And they go to Ankh. The Ankh is the same sign. This is a rose cross. A rosy cross. Rosy crucian. The Ankh is also a symbol of Isa, Jesus. The Ankh is also a symbol of Horus. All right? A man or a person with the halo. You see the halos. Why do you think they put a halo around the angels? It's a glow. Halo, helio. Helio means the sun, dealing with the sun. Okay. The Ankh is also a key. A key to what? Eternal life. Okay. The key to eternal life Also said as the key to return to life. How do you return to life? You have to have the key to get back to life, back to key to return to life, key to eternal life. And that key can be used for anything once you understand this angle. What angle? The eternal life angle. What's the eternal life angle? EL. EL is what? The L. What angle is L? The angle of L is what? 90 degrees. You see that? So it's just a science.
Yeah. That's what I saw in my vision. For real. Game time waiting by the lockup. It's 1:44. Coach told me that today is gonna be awkward.
You see, I'm explaining it. Game time waiting by the locker. It's 1:44. Coach told me that today is gonna be awkward. Right? Listen, this is the day and time we in. It's awkward. People are weird in this day and time. You don't see it? People are demonic. They doing demonic things. And it's like they're not even in their right mind. You don't even know how to explain it. They're just not in it. You see? All kind of stuff happening. And people are at war with one another. The children at war with the parents. Parents at war with the children. The children killing the parents. Parents killing the children. Parents killing each other. You know, men versus women. You can't tell. It's so much stuff happening. Why? Because this is exactly what Malachi said was going to happen. In the 7 thunders. He told us today was going to be awkward. This day and time. Okay, coach. Who's coach? Malachi.
Us against the world and they hardcore.
It's us against the world and they hardcore. Look at the light that I'm showing you. The purple light. Which is also linked to what? And works in tandem with what? The green light. Stay with me.
And I swear my life a movie. I'm just waiting on my Oscar. Puzzle like a Christian. That's a crossword. Show me that's a penny for my thought. Guess I don't know what my thoughts were. I'm living on a lost earth, yeah. Barrel.
I'm living on a lost earth. This man is 16 years old. He knows what he's talking about. He knows where he's going. Do you know? Did you know where you were going at age 16? Now, you listening to this, and you going listen to my music now, and I'm still talking like that. Still explaining what's going on. Still speaking, still narrating the story that I wrote and took part in writing. Right? The soul that guides the pen. Did you know where you were going when you were 16 years old? You see? My thing is to make sure that the children that are coming in, some of these young guys speak to me. And they be 15, 16 years old coming in. And I don't tell them, go study and just learn about some chakras and you'll be good. I tell them, man, be neuroscientists, physicists, get this, get that. Don't focus on these girls, da-da-da-da. I put them in position to win. Not win in the world and just, they soul. Because you only get one swing at that. They don't tell people that.
Barrel, what you see last night? I saw a floor half black, half white.
Okay, I got to stop playing it because the sample is popping up as Bryson Tiller and them shit. All right. So they don't cut the live. We're going to end it right there. So that's me when I'm 16. Talking about Masonic shit. I didn't become no Mason when I got 100,000 followers. So now what excuse y'all gonna use? You know what I mean? You can't get big, or they're gonna take your page. They don't just automatically take your page. Now, when you start breaking their shit, yeah, it can happen. But the point is, you can get big, and I am getting big. We are going bigger without me trading and switching sides and joining the shaitan in them. You see? And doing what they want us to do. Y'all be saying I need to be, you know what I mean? Y'all pay attention, man. Y'all better pay attention. All right. What this is. All right. Miss you, Pops. Okay, this was another big thing right here. You see the word say amen? All right. You see how I type this right here? Amun. This word means hidden. That which is hidden, unseen. We just now get into that degree. All right. I've been teaching stuff for a while. This is back in 2016. Amen, Amun. All right, or Amen, Amun. Okay? This Amen is spoken about in the book of Revelation. The Amen is what is referred to as that which is hidden. Okay? And we in that now. But this is 9 years ago. Clout? No. Old page I don't even use no more. But it's all documented. See it right there, Amun. Did you pay attention to the light? The light is what color? Green. Phase 1. All right. Let's be dapping up the pharaohs in the hallway. Let me show y'all some. My guy who right here. That Oney. This slide like Shawty. He also a pharaoh. Niggas don't know that. They don't gotta know that. Cause they dumb. They don't pay attention.
Shawty said she
You see that fat ass unk? Okay, I did this shit in the middle. I think it was in transition or class 1 big ass unk on me in the middle of school. In high school. Everybody knew. Not a regular being.
ain't a non-believer, said she belong to Jesus. Homie said he don't want gonorrhea, if he don't wear condoms either. Shawty be creeping around and don't leave up and down that concern.
The flag that you see me holding, that's the same flag that I had on in a 16-year-old Mason class or teacher class Hidden Knowledge. All right? The United Nuwaubian Nation of Moors flag. I'll put the whole campus on. I woke up everybody. So let's not play.
On Sunday she good. Homie be passing the church, so the pastor he working will come if he could. Yeah, stacks. No green, no check. Amen. Big guns, no checks. One of you niggas stay back. Pharaoh clan, we pack. Woke up the campus and took them to school. Promised them we was gonna eat it. We walked out the store with a handful of cookies. It's cool. You don't understand what they push me to do. I'm talking Scooby. And we riding around in that mystery van.
Nobody close with Mark Lamont Hill. That weird egghead ass nigga. That's another one of them mad agent niggas. Just roaming around like, bro, who even is you? Nobody close to him. Him, the nigga Larry, who they call Chuck Morgan. A few of them niggas, bro, we don't fuck with them. But you see 5 pictures of them niggas with Malachi, and they sitting there cheesing. So, no. Why is he even still speaking on Malachi? And it's been 23 years. What are you still speaking on him for? And don't know nothing about what he's talking about. Most of them just be saying stuff and wasn't even around. You see that? So, nah, we don't know him.
Me and my partners cruising, and I ain't got time to relax, I'm on go. Lit like a candle, no wax on the floor. My life is really Alaska, so cold. Don't have on no coat, my back on the ropes. I put a hit, I don't drag.
That's one of my favorite parts. Where bro was like, niggas wouldn't let niggas walk into the video while I was shooting shit. Like, nah, you gotta go another way. But there's whole lot of other niggas you ain't see. Like, that's how we move.
My life is really Alaska, so cold. Don't have on no coat, my back on the ropes. I put a hit, I don't Dracula throat. He don't want beef with the Kratos. I told my pharaoh that we do not ask for no more. Them niggas feeding us bagels and these niggas plotting. But I am the man with the plan. Boy, I managed to manage a clan. Ain't no phantom command. But we stood up before and no help and we'll manage to stand up again. Pharaoh, I'm just trying to reach out. Do you mean harm when you walk by and do not speak now? Ain't trying to step on no toe, but they store their feet out. How can I tell them that I'm trying to set them free now? Meanwhile,
So I'm saying, yeah, that shit, it's just other level. Just the whole explanation of it, if they can see it. So I say what? I'm the man with the plan. I managed to manage a clan. Ain't no phantom commands. Ghosts don't run shit. Yeah, we stood up before with no help and we'll manage to stand up again. Pharaoh, they say, I'm just trying to reach out. Do you mean harm when you walk by and do not speak now? Ain't trying to step on no toe, but they stuck their feet out. How can I tell them that I'm trying to set them free now? Meanwhile, you know, it's like you can't explain it to people because they are where they are. And you try to explain it, even when you're around, it's like nobody gets it. But you still got to keep moving. That's the agony of this shit. Being by yourself in it. And you looking at everybody and you see their eyes and you see beyond them. Like that shit is complicated and only the masters can do it. And I'm telling y'all now, I'm a master. I don't need permission to be one. I didn't ask to be one. You start realizing who you are as you grow. And only the masters get tapped a certain way and get pulled a certain way in certain directions. Okay? So some of y'all in here might be masters. Ain't no telling. I ain't gonna tell you not. I'm just telling you I'm one of the masters. And it ain't an easy walk. It ain't no glory in it. All right? They hate you first. Most of the time, you only get the love you think that you will be able to receive from these human beings after you're gone because you're no longer a threat to their illusion. It ain't even a threat to them. They don't see that as you a threat to them personally, even though sometimes people interpret the illusion that they're a part of as themselves, okay? It's actually intertwined with them. So when I'm gone, which I will be gone soon, they'll be like, okay, that nigga, you know what I mean, was this, he was that. He was working on this. That nigga was deep. He was that. And then they gonna say my name because then I will no longer be a threat to their illusion. But what good does that do? Because you wasting time. If you're gonna know who I am and not speak of it, it's like you choosing to leave out a part of history. That what do you call it? That interview that they just did, that's a historical interview. And you chose to leave out a part of the story, and I'm a part of the story. Why would you not say the name? You're doing the same thing the colonizers did. You know what I mean? You ain't no different than them. Why would you not say the name? Why would you not say who it is that you're talking about that's one of the big woke niggas? And you could tell the nigga, you try to act like you don't know who I am, even though you study what I do. You watch. Everybody watch, because what else the fuck is on? Ain't nothing else on. The only true man is phase one. They know that. So, okay, the one who they ignored, Malachi York, he talked about. So they got to watch out for him. They don't want to say Malachi. Okay, so you're going to act like you don't know who I am, and then you're going to turn around and say what? Oh, yeah, he like that, I guess. Nigga, you can't say you guess. You know I'm like that. What he talking about when you say like that? Like that as in one of the people that people see as important to the culture. 21 Savage ain't important to hip-hop culture. If we lose a 21 Savage, no disrespect, we actually are better off if the music that you continue to push is destructive and encouraging the youth, not just these adults who don't have no brains, the youth who are impressionable to be more like you. We don't lose if we lose you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say tell them to switch up what they're talking about, or they need to go. That's the reality of it, because you ain't doing nothing but hurting. And we fighting time now. Well, we've been fighting time for a long time, as a matter of fact, before I was born. It's just the time is faster now. It's speeding up, and everybody can feel it. So we don't have time for niggas to sit there and play and be smart and intelligent on camera, but then your songs be pushing bullshit. It don't match. You see that? So why would you not say the name? You leaving out a part of the story. So we got to document our own story. We got to have our own narrative. It's just so interesting that the narrative and the documentation that I'm putting out there is the truth that they're running from. So they'll rather ignore it, act like it ain't happening, than to deal with it because they know they can't stand against me. They know that's not wise or smart to do. We got to give them more credit. They are smart. That ain't wise. That ain't smart to do because, okay, what'll happen next? Because you know what happens next. They did it with D1. When D1 went up big, they brought D1 on and Jim Jones on back to back. Sway did it. Y'all think Sway in the Morning don't know who I am? Like, I know everybody like, ain't no way it's that deep. Man, it's real deep. Blackball go deep. So you be having to figure out like, damn, we really can't go nowhere in them corners. We got to tear them down. Because that's the only noise we're going to be able to make in them corners when we knock them down. They're not going to let us play. You see that? Why is Sway not reaching out to phase one? Think about what I'm saying. Why would Sway not be having phase one come on or interview? Or you start looking at who people be tied to, like the owner, or they call it the off the radar, whoever, on the radar people, they tied to Drake. You see? That's why they got to be like, oh, it's invite only. Why would they not have phase one? You see that? If you see how hard this nigga is, like nobody touching him, why would he not get acknowledgement from anything that's happening in that machine? Think about what I just said. I'm going to say it again. Why would he not get acknowledgement from anything happening in that machine? Because he's not a part of the machine. You get it yet? Now, I want y'all to look out and tell me, out there in the world, who do you see that ain't a part of the machine? Meaning they not getting no aid and no assistance from the blogs, the podcasts, or none of that. Who do you see that they got to do this shit all the way by themselves? It don't exist. It don't exist. All of them got help. When you get to a certain state or level in this shit, it's like everybody has to pay attention. The A&Rs, the job of the A&Rs is to know who the next to blow. Their thing with phase one is they already know I'm blow wing. It's happening now. Their thing is to try to, like, okay, when they see the hurricane coming, they just trying to put sandbags on the beach. You get me? They stacking sandbags. They know it's coming. Because what are you going to do? So then when that happens, you know what's next? They try to kill him. The only way in their mind, the only way to stop somebody like myself is to kill me. You see that? You remember that? All right. Too much Too much soul, too much energy. All right, where we at? I had a bunch of little things that I put out. I'm trying to find the one that was more like straight to the point. It was something I was finna play. Or did I already play it? Oh yeah, I did that. All right, so we had the new again. Arrogant. This is I produced this by myself.
I swear to God, a scary nigga, what I never been. And if you think I'm heaven sent, you got me hella bent. I pop that trunk up on that nigga like a elephant. My desert eagle, get it poppin'.
If you don't know where that's at, that's off on Campbellton Road. So I don't know what this he not from Atlanta shit is either.
Boy, I'm arrogant. I do not care about no feelings. Hey, I just want nigga wake up. Hey, I do not fit in their club. Hey, I ain't the truth in their door. Hey, I do not care about no feelings.
Nigga say you always live. Would you rather me be dead? Damn.
I just want nigga wake up. Hey, I do not fit in their club. Hey, I ain't the truth in their door. Hey, get on your knees. I want the baby. What did you think? What was you guessing? I'm raising hell. Fire from heaven. You just a beast. I am the kraken. I made the weight based off the charts. Boy, I go dumb, but I stay talking smart. When you not pumping, so lay out the tarts. Soldiers in black, they about to march, smash. Incredible hope. I'ma keep eating, I'm never gonna choke. Y'all bite the arm like you scared of the Pope. I don't trust the pastor, the river, the Pope. Walking with that black and that yellow and gold. Without your blast and I'm letting them know. Bulletproof glass, I ain't never been broke. Stick with the jacket, don't let them in know. Hey, I swear to God, a scary nigga, what I never been. And if you think I'm heaven sent, you got me hella bent. I pop that trunk up on that nigga like a elephant. My desert eagle, get it poppin', boy, I'm arrogant. I do not care about no feelings. Hey, I just want nigga wake up. Hey, I do not fit in their club. Hey, I ain't the truth in their door.
That's reality. So it's happening now. Niggas say, I do not care about no feelings. I just want nigga wake up. I ain't the truth. I say, I do not fit in their club. I ain't the truth in they duck. So how long ago was this? It was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? What, July of 2015. I never wanted to be a part of y'all little clique, none of that. I don't care about your little industry. And I ain't the truth, and y'all duck, just like I said.
Hey, I do not care about no feelings. Hey, I just want nigga wake up. Hey, I do not fit in their club. Hey, I ain't the truth in their door. Hey, these nigga rapping to get in the dope. I'm only rapping to get in the dope.
Said, these nigga rapping to get into dough, like money. Said, I'm only rapping to get in the dough. Nigga, I got a bigger plan than just this little bitty rap shit. This is just a vehicle.
To get in the dope, I open it up like machetes and Tokyo. Top on the ground like a Hillary flow. I hit the hill on no Beverly, so like a ruffle of caps. Everything goes. Boy, I said everything goes. So if you ain't open, you better be close. Riding in the ships with the lights, ain't no wheels on it. They say I'm a trip, they was right, cause I'm still going. I ain't coming back, not today. I'm too far ahead. Team full of bodies with the wings. We want all the bread. I swear to God, a scary nigga. What?
Yeah. So there's a lot of them. A lot of them songs. Well, I just, told y'all the plans before you knew. Oh, I forgot about this one. They gonna probably cut the live I play this one. I don't know who.
The new Auto-Tune 2026 has been in the gym. And it's dropped some weight. Same accuracy.
I don't know who owned this copyright. But every time I try to play this shit, they cut the live, so don't be surprised. Maybe because the songs are too powerful, though. I mean, this song, I dropped this song in 2019, then I dropped it again. When? What was that? 2024? On my birthday? I just dropped it again. I said, oh, I got the music video. Let me drop it again. And this shit went up again. Well, really, this went up beyond what it went up when I first dropped it. When I first dropped it, it only went up getting like 2,000 views. But I just re-dropped it again. And a lot of people thought it was new. But this really tells a lot of the story. It's a beautiful video, too. Beautiful song.
Hey, they telling lie like I was on ride when I'm the one that's pulling up and let everybody get inside. They try to hide, they try to take him out and they were terrified when he survived. I'm on the rise, now they try to justify what they talking. But the truth is, they treated me like an option and that shit costs. I done came up by myself, now these pussy niggas dropping dirt on my name like they help me.
So I done came up by myself. Now these pussy niggas dropping dirt on my name like they helped me. You're back in 2019. I'll never forget that time period.
They taking shots, but back in the day they would not. I had to take selfies.
So they taking shots, but back in the day they would not. I had to take selfies. Mean like, nigga, you, whatever. They taking shots now, but when it was me by myself, I had to shoot by myself. You see what I'm saying?
So many days I had to cancel them plays and no, I ain't sell weed.
So many days I had to cancel them plays and no, I ain't sell weed.
Niggas knew I would've plugged, but ain't show no love.
I said, but niggas knew I would've plugged, but ain't show no love. I told myself what? They'll see, and they did see, young nigga. I wish you could see. Well, you could see. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Now you can see that you was right. You weren't tripping. You was on point. And you was right. They gonna see. And they do see you. He surpassed everybody who doubted him. And everybody who tried to shine on him. He told himself they'll see. And they do see now.
I told myself they'll see. Riding in the car, my partner, they bumping that future. I'm not overstanding this shit. Y'all niggas know I've been rapping. He already made it. The fuck is you playing his shit?
Said, riding in the car with my partners. They bumping that future. I'm not overstanding this shit. Y'all niggas know I've been rapping. He already made it. The fuck is you playing his shit? I mean, it's just reality, bro. The type of thoughts that you having on the way up. Like, damn, like, this shit don't even add up to me. It might add up to some of y'all suck-ass niggas. But, like, y'all don't be supporting the niggas who be riding around y'all. Don't make no sense to me.
Already made it. The fuck is you playing his shit? So then they turn on the radio. They hear Lil Baby and go super saiyan and shit.
That was funny as hell to me. So as soon as they turn on the radio, they hear Lil Baby and go super saiyan and shit. Soon as they turn on my music, these niggas play stupid like they weren't fans of this shit. Like, bro, that's crazy as fuck.
Soon as they turn on my music, these niggas play stupid like they wasn't fans of this shit. Pull up in the city, no one speak.
Pull up in the city, no one speak. Oh, I can cry right now. Like, bro, you don't know what I went through. Folks don't know how, like, bro, this shit been a long grind and I'm not done. Like, you ain't supposed to know what I went through. That's for me to know. It's just you supposed to see what you seeing and make your decision based off of it. That's the reality. You just nigga went through a lot with this shit. Niggas say, pull up in the city, no one speak, acting like they didn't notice me. Why you trying to kick it, bro? It's me. Ain't I shoot your video for free? Anybody with me know it's deep. I am not just spitting over beats. I'm the one that kick it for my peace. Tell me why these niggas chose to sleep. Like, bro, what?
Acting like they didn't notice me. Why you trying to kick it? Yo, it's me. Ain't I shoot your video for free? Anybody with me know it's deep. I am not just spitting over beats. I'm the one that kick it for my peeps. Tell me why these niggas chose to sleep.
Cause I remember how y'all niggas started getting little famous. Remember, like, a lot of people got little famous. Instagram famous, internet, like a little famous, just a little bit, like, and then niggas just switch on you. I'm like, that shit was a weird feeling. I ain't get that. You know, you walk up on a nigga like, yo, what going on? They're like, yo, what going on? Like, looking at each other like, you know what I mean? Like who this nigga is. You know who the fuck I am. I put a lot of y'all niggas in position to be able to win. What is you talking about? But it's all good.
Like I was on ride when I'm the one that's pulling up to let everybody get inside. They try to hide, they try to take him out and they were terrified when he survived.
Real life, they tried to take him out and they were terrified when he survived. I know that fucked them niggas up.
I'm on a ride, now they try to justify why they talking. But the truth is, they treated me like an option and that shit cost it. They telling lies like I was on ride when I'm the one that's pulling up to let everybody get inside. They try to hide, they try to take him out and they were terrified when he survived. I'm on a ride, now they try to justify why they talking. But the truth is, they treated me like an option and that shit cost it. 33 racks on the show, now they looking nigga trying to look on my pay like they smell G.
Okay, that's another sacred sign I just put in there. So they say 33 rats on the show. Now these pussy nigga trying to lurk on my page like they smell G. That's another Masonic sign.
Mason or not.
You see how I did that? I said Mason or not. That's why I tell you, you got to look at stuff more than one way.
Mason.
I did it right there. That's a sign. Again, Mason or not. Look what he say. I got that foundation on lock. That's Into the Princess Dugar. And they can't tell me shit. Because you don't know certain shit unless you know certain shit.
Mason or not, I got that foundation on lock. The fuck could they tell me? So many days I had to stand in the way. Can y'all niggas chill? But niggas knew I went no thug, but ain't get no fuck. I'm hanging with real G. Late at night I'm going crazy. Look back at my life and I feel like I'm wrong for this shit. But then I get back on my grind. I switch up my mind like fuck it, I'm stronger than this. I made mistakes and I'm owning that shit. I got family but I'm on my own in this shit. Meditating in the cold and shit. Never met a nigga lonely as this. I had to walk in the cold. Fuck a chicken nigga, I'ma go nutty. Full court aiming for my goal. Chucky. Whole crowd screaming like whoa. Bucky. Big Glock, uniform clothes. Tucky. Nigga know these street get so ugly. He shot at me but we bros. Fuck it. That shit shit don't matter no more. They telling lie like I was gon' ride when I'm the one that's pulling up to let everybody get inside. They try to hide, they try to take him out and they were terrified when he survived. I'm on the rise, now they trying to justify what they talking. But the truth is, they treated me like an option and that shit cost. They telling lie like I was gon' ride when I'm the one that's pulling up to let everybody get inside. They try to hide, they try to take him out and they were terrified when he survived. I'm on the rise, now they trying to justify what they talking. But the truth is, they treated me like an option and that shit cost.
Man, that beautiful. I mean, I said that beautiful is video. The video is beautiful. Like, it's just some beautiful shit. Can't deny it. Oh yeah, shout out to Rod Wave for that Sinners song. That shit fucked me up. If you ain't heard Rod Wave when he did that Sinners, I think he did it for the movie Sinners. I listened to it and I said, what the fuck, this nigga, like, this is the Rod Wave? I know I ain't gonna be able to play that shit
it's
on
called
here.
Connect Team, and it's insane.
I'm only saying that shit because I seen this shit on the damn little side shit over here. But like, that shit fucked me up. I don't know what I was doing. I might have not clicked on another video. So you know how the next video play? And I was just listening to the show like, who the fuck is this? The shit he was saying.
Stop thinking confused. I was promised 40 acres and mules. Damn, I feel like a fool. Forget the rules. What the fine print say? My great great granddaddy probably turning his grave.
Man, I was like, man, what? That's what I be saying. I'm like, bro, I wish people why they won't just make the real shit? I know it like going along with the theme of the Sinners movie. I'm like, bro, it be some shit I be hearing where it's like, these niggas know. Everybody know. Everybody be knowing the truth. But they don't be saying nothing. But they know the truth, though.
Lord, my
Hey, man, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. And I mean it with everything about it. Like, where my sour stop at? Oh, I drank it all. I fucked it up. Check this out. I'm going to say this to y'all, and I mean this with everything I'm about to say. Some people can't talk like this, so don't worry about it. But I'm about to say it. All right? You want to win this game. Because some of y'all don't know you playing a game. You want to win this game, and you listen to the sound of my voice, if and when it's my time, and I got to go, however I choose to go, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep traveling. Don't stop. No matter what it is, whatever part it is you're working on. Some people working on the intelligence part. You studying in that. Some people working on the transformation part. Some of y'all having interdimensional encounters. Some of y'all getting contacted by extraterrestrials. Some of y'all just studying world history. Some of y'all learning the language. Whatever it is you're doing that you're led to do on this walk, however it show up, you can't stop. You see? Don't stop. Remember I told you, this is my life. Me. I'm on a mission and I'm experiencing this life. I'm experiencing this life. Certain things you may not understand. Like when I did that thing when I said, hey, look, I'm gone. And nobody understood what it was and everybody had their emotional response as opposed to paying attention. You may not understand everything I do or everything I've done. Just remember what I'm telling you right now. So nobody confused. I'm not a prisoner. So I will not allow myself to be in prison. Do you hear me? I will not allow myself to be imprisoned. I'm not telling you not to allow yourself to be in prison. And I'm not promoting that people don't allow themselves to be in prison. If that's how they try to get me, I'm telling you off rip right now, because I love y'all to tell you this. Don't be mad at me. All right? Because I will not allow myself to be in prison. Why? Because I watched somebody be in prison my whole life. And they were innocent. And people drug his name through the mud. My whole life. I grew up having to deal with it. My entire life, I faced persecution for standing with the name of the righteous, Malachi Zodak. And I saw how people will leave you there in your whole life. He lost his umi. He lost children. He lost friends and family. All kind. I saw that. That's his sacrifice for this whole thing. And what do people do while you're on that cross? They mock him. They say, oh, he's so powerful, he can get himself out. They don't even know whether or not he's in there. They're just idiots. So I'm telling you, just so y'all know, because I love you, and if that was ever the thing, if they try to take me that way, I'm just not going. That's just me. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm just letting you know, like, I'm not doing that. The only ones who could probably talk me out of that, maybe the elders, and you don't know what I mean when I say that, so don't worry about that part. Other than that, I'm not doing it. Also, I'm not letting nobody get up on me. You see that? So it don't matter who think they finna do what. I'm always watching. I'm always paying attention. I don't go nowhere without my protection, my machinery. I'm not letting nobody get up on me. I'm not taking threats lightly. So you can't threaten me on the internet and see me and talk to me. Okay? Because this is all I get. It's my game. You can't tell me how to do it. Same way when I said, oh, I'm about to go, and you saw my death date, whatever you saw it as, if you saw it as a death or rebirth, spiritual, real, whatever it was, just remember I told you, you can't tell me anything. I didn't have to say shit. I didn't have to explain. I didn't owe anybody no details because it's my life. I'm not nobody's God. I don't control nobody. I taught everybody to think for themselves if you were learning from me. And I learned from you. If you ever came around me and I taught you, trust and understand that you weren't being taught alone. I was being taught. So I'm nobody's leader, this, that, and the third alone. We lead one another. So that being said, I get to dictate however the fuck I want to lead this round because I didn't want to be here no motherfucking way. Is that clear? All right. So it can't be no situation where they trying to, it's your turn. My turn to what? It's your turn to go on the cross. I don't accept. So I don't want to hear listen, just remember that I had the conversation with you, and I done had the conversation with y'all multiple times. Say, I'm not going. I won't give them the satisfaction. They're going to have to kill me. Simple. They're going to have to kill me. I'm not going. Don't I have the right? Don't we have the right to choose? I'm nobody's prisoner. I'm not going. I'm not letting nobody get up on me. It ain't happening. I'm not selling my soul. That ain't happening. Certain things I will not do. Certain things I will do. The one thing I will do is keep fighting. I'm a fighter. But I do not surrender. I don't surrender to the state. I don't surrender to the police. I don't surrender to the military. I choose death before dishonor. Some of us said that and we weren't just saying that. You know what I mean? 424 don't mean that, the same thing it may mean for certain people. Some people just say that shit. I mean, when we stand up and we say death before dishonor, it's dishonorable for me to be captured. In my eyes, for me. It's dishonorable for me to lay down and let some niggas get up on me and my family. I'm killing all y'all. Just what it is. Anybody I can get, anybody's soul I can claim at that time, I'm taking you up out of here. It ain't going to be the same as, keep the guns down. Not when you run into me. So don't ever threaten me online because I don't forget no faces or nothing. All right? Long as we clear with all that. My Omi, I want to say this to you because you know me like nobody else know me. I love you. You know what I'm saying? You watch me. You raised me. You're the reason why I'm as powerful as I am. Okay? You know the situations and how certain situations go. I'm telling you, I already made my mind up, and I'm working on my transition. And I'm telling you now that if they ever try to pull that, if they ever try to push that button, they're going to have a war. And if it means I got to be moving or however, if you know what I'm saying, they're going to have a war on their hands, and I'm going to do it, and hopefully I'll be able to do it live. So people can hear that last part. Because I used to tell you when I was younger, I'm not going out gravely. My last thing I want to do before I leave here is smile. You know what I mean? That's it. I just want to laugh. That's all I want to do. Just laugh. You know what I mean? Because I get it. I get it. And so many warriors that came through and had to deal with this. Like deal with people in the situation. I get this shit. I understand. So if I get it, man, what you talking about? Stand right here. Let's take your photo. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Fuck you. I ain't doing none of that. Just letting you know that. As long as you know that, I don't care about what nobody think on this live. I don't care what nobody say on this live. Only person who I care about what they gonna say is my mama. And I just want my mama to know. I want you to know. All y'all can take it how y'all want to take it because this is my life. I'm letting my Umi know with all my heart. You see, I ain't going out. Just letting you know that. As long as you understand that, man, we good. We good. Because I'll find you. I'll find you how I found you this time. I'll find you. You know what I'm saying? We might be brother and sister. Whatever. You know what I mean? Don't trip. We travel like that. I'll find you. You know what I mean? All right. Other than that, I don't know why I just had to tell you. Maybe I tell you I put everything on record. So one day you'll probably be able to pull this and be like, he said this. You see, I don't know what it's for. Ain't no telling. But don't worry. I'll find you. No matter how far I go. I'll leave this plane. I might do another incarnation. You know what I mean? It might be Sector 19. Ain't no telling. But I'll find you. You see? Or I'll be waiting on you. When it's time. Because I know that certain things go certain ways for certain reasons. And I was grateful to be here. I was grateful to do this, and I was grateful to help you. And I was grateful to be able to show you ain't by yourself. That I know these people is fucked up. These people are fucked up here. So you ain't by yourself. You ain't tripping. You ain't crazy. And you ain't the only one that ain't from here. If that's what I was here to do, I'm grateful to be a part of that. But you ain't tripping. When you were looking up and you were 7 years old and you were saying you from the stars, you used to talk to your dad about that, we heard you. You ain't by yourself, and we watch everything, and we observe everything. We pay attention to everything. You know what I mean? The reason why Malachi made sure certain things moved when you was on the land and looked out for you and all of that stuff, because we know who you are. Everybody might not know who you are, but we know who you are. If nobody else on the planet know who you are, we do. There's at least 3 of us. I know Shu know who you are. I know Atun Ray know who you are, and I know the hidden one. The mystery who nobody know who I am. And it ain't for them to know. I know who you are. You with me? So you ain't crazy. But I'm telling y'all now, I refuse. So they won't never. I see how they do certain people when you start getting up. I got to put it on record. When you start getting up there, you know, they do it a certain way. I don't want to go out like that. I want to go out differently then. If that's how they're going to play it, then I want to see. I think it'll be a beautiful scene for me. You know, I want to go out a different way. I want to go to war. And then at the end of it, it's like, okay, I'll play another game. Anybody ever been in a dream where you sign out of the dream and it's like you thought it was over, but then you wake up here? That happened to me recently. They had a situation recently where I got shot in my eye, my right eye, and I fell and landed laid on my belly. And I was literally facing the same way when I woke up. It's like I was laying in a den. No, not a den. Is that the den? That ain't a den. I call it the middle room. Some people call it the carpet room. I landed in the carpet room, and I fell on my belly, and you know what I mean? I opened my eyes, and I was facing the same direction. How many people done got in a dream, you get through a situation, and you think it's over with, so you waiting on it to end, and then you wake up here? All right, I know this is a dream. So don't ever be worried about me. I'm good. Know that wherever I am, I'm good. And it's going to be challenging for you to understand it because some of y'all are going to only be able to see whatever image of me is in your brain when I'm gone. Don't think about the image. That's going to confuse you and you won't be able to connect with me. Remember my voice, my tone. That's something that's hooked up to something beyond this realm. All right? The reason why my vocal cords form a certain way and you hear me, and if I want to speak a certain way and remind you, the nigga's been said this, my only fear of death is reincarnation. Da-da-da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. That type of tone, the tone is attached to otherworldly things, otherworldly realms. So just remember my voice. You'll be able to connect with me through my music. Music is spiritual. Watch the movie Soul. When a lot of us get into flow state, we're able to make music. So you'll be able to connect. If you want to connect with me, play my music, right? Like if you want to connect with Tupac, you'll do what? You play his music, correct? And it's like he's still here. You start learning more about that attachment and all that other stuff. You don't need the flesh at that point because we graduated and we did what we were here to do. And ain't nothing else we can do. You see? You know you got a soul if you watch the All Eyes on Me movie and cry. If you didn't cry, I'm not saying you don't got a soul. I'm just saying you know you have a soul. If that scene came where it was time for him to leave, you cried. That was just you had the emotional attachment at that point and also the realization of who and what he is. And the brother Shock G said that. Shock G said, and he's going, rest in peace to him. He said, oh, peace be upon him. He was like, I didn't know who Pac was until he left. He said, then I knew who he was. Only certain people know what that is, like how he's speaking. What does that mean? When he said, I didn't know who he was until he was gone. Then I knew who he was. And he said he just dropped to his knees and he was like, Pac, right? He said, I didn't know who he was until he was gone. What does that mean? All right, I'm telling y'all, they're not going to really know who I am until I'm gone because, okay, like the song, Sorry to Bother You All, right? That's a spiritual song. The songs that I was dropping on my Instagram when I was speaking on a situation and it was supposed to be scheduled posts, everything in that moment that was around that time period it's a spiritual thing. When you're hearing it, it has a spiritual air to it. Why? Because it was in reference to the death of phase one, regardless of whether or not you thought it was real or you thought, because some people, not everybody believed it. You got to understand that. People trying to act like everybody's just stupid and just believe everything they see and make assumptions. Some people was like, nah, I think he might be talking about a spiritual rebirth. Or some people were like, nah, I don't think y'all paying attention. If you know him, he wouldn't go out like this, da-da-da-da, right? Okay, so other people were paying attention to it a different way. Some people just jumped to conclusions and other people just mad because they just mad for no reason. Then other people were speaking on the lesson and they weren't even in the class. All of that was happening at the same time. Either way, there was a spiritual occurrence. You see? And then the return was also spiritual because it's no longer just me speaking on a monotone basis of occurrence, like the brother said, you always live. There was a gap where I wasn't live. And there was a stillness to the realm of anybody associated with the realm that phase one is in. And then I re-enter or re-emerge and there's another crackling or fire explosion, right? And lightning flashes that takes place when I re-enter. And I say, okay, all right, now what's your question, right? Or what it is, what do you really want to know, right? Because everybody's talking and I'm watching and observing everybody speak. You see that? So it was a spiritual thing. The best way I can explain it using that word. It was a spiritual thing or an emotionally valid thing. You see? Like it was validating for the emotions of people who were observing it. Okay? Any other connections that you think you have with me, you know whatever that connection is when you observe that reality. When you saw the date and it said November 6th, as if I was gone, that was your attention. Attention, alert, alert, alert. Because that is the truth. I am gone. You're just not observing that moment yet, right? Because we're trained to be linear. I'm not, though. Okay? I study with interdimensional beings. And so do you. You just don't always know you're studying with them in real time. Right? Okay. The reminders come through the interdimensional beings. Some of y'all call them angels, whatever you want to call them. It don't matter. All right? Or messengers, however you want to look at it. Either way, some people are taught or reminded of the sphere that they're in, the space-time continuum, the scientists try to call it, the sphere that they're in of now, right? So I deal with now. Right now, I am gone. You're just not observing that part yet. But I brought that part to you. So you were able to deal with whether or not you care whether or not it matters and all of that right then and there. You don't have to go through that twice. You see that? You dealt with it then. Only thing you'll go through twice is just you decide to allow the emotion flow when you realize it's real. You see, but it's real now. That's what I'm saying. So when is it not real? When is it not real that everybody on here is going to pass? When is that not real? That's real now. They say, well, yo, be cautious when you're dealing with people because death is real and very certain, right? And sudden and permanent. Okay, cool. When people say that, all right, well, it's not really permanent, but that's another thing. Well, look at it like this. When people say that, they're dealing with something that's real. It's real that one day I'm gone. You see that? It's real that one day I check out. Y'all don't got to, look, every time y'all show me them, I just block them. So y'all don't got to entertain them. You see what I'm saying? And all you got to say is block that person. I'm going to block them. They don't got to be around. Look, everybody's attracted. The demons are attracted to phase one in his life, Omari. The demons are attracted. The messengers are attracted. The overseers are attracted. The rappers and all them soldiers of Shaitan are attracted. The good ones are attracted. The evil ones are attracted. The witches, the warlocks, the Christians, the Muslims, the Israelites, the Bada, the Buddha, the Buddha, the Buddha, the Dada, the Banana, the Banana, Banana, the Dada, the Lord, the Nation, the Nation, the Islam, the Beda, Akada, the Buddha, the Dada, the Nation. What? The Kid, the Lie, the Better. The Jordan, look, the Dada, the Dada. They all attracted. Everybody watching this shit because what is it? It's a mystery. You see, and that's the beautiful part about it because mysteries are meant to be solved. So what you doing here if you ain't solving a mystery? Don't get too caught up in me. I'm telling you. Because that'll be fucked around and you be mad at me. Damn, why the fuck the nigga do that shit, man? I told you. You know what I mean? Don't be mad at me. Let me live. Let me do what I'm here to do. I did what I was here to do then. You know what I mean? And let this be bigger than that then. Let the world, I'll let my last message be, because I told you I had a dream, which I didn't even know it was a dream. I was downtown somewhere and Madea walked by. I don't know why. They like, what the fuck is happening? Madea walked past and went down, what do you call it, in one of the underground, you know, where you at? Those of y'all from Atlanta. Remember underground when you went down the steps? Okay, she went down the steps, like some of y'all know what I'm talking about. The step they be having with the, connected to the subway. All right, not the subway like the sandwich, but the thing. So she went down there. I said, what the fuck is Madea going? So I walked down. And Madea wasn't there. I don't know why they used Madea. But Madea wasn't there no more. Malachi was down there. And it was a bunch of agents, like state troopers with big-ass guns. And they were surrounding him. And his head was disconnected. Like his head was disconnected, was sitting in the center. His arms was on one side, like his arm was separated over here, another arm over here, his legs over here. It's like he was separated apart, like the damn Exodia, I think it was called, from the thing. Y'all know the thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it was Exodia, which I didn't know his name until my wife had told me. But the nigga who, he got to put all the pieces together. Either way, so I came down, and like when I saw him like that, it's like he was cussing. He was going off on them niggas. They had him separated, right? But he was still going off on the niggas. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. What we? So he going off, right? So when I came down there, I just looked, and it was a dude that followed me, an agent that came down behind me with a big gun and followed me. And I looked and I saw him, and I was like, yo, like I kind of dropped to my knees. But before then, he was like, and just who is this? No, he said, yeah, who the fuck is this? Right? And I was like, I said, I'm phase one. You know what I mean? Da-da-da-da. He said, oh, you're phase one. And I was dropping to my knees. And I'm talking to him. I said, man, I've been doing everything in my power to find you, like to get to you. But they've been blocking me. I go through this person, that. They've been blocking me. I said, and he just sitting there listening. He no longer cussing and going off, da-da-da-da. He just listening and he looking at me. And I'm like, they've been blocking me. I've been doing everything I can just to get to you, da-da-da-da, woo-da-woo, and doing everything I can to help you. But they won't let me, you know what I'm saying, help, da-da-da-da. And then there was, I can't remember because I'm forgetting this part, even though I recorded the dream because it was in one of these Telegram rooms, so I might still have a video somewhere, all right? But like somebody was recording it, not I recorded. Somebody recorded the conversation. I wound up breaking down crying when I was telling the dream the first time. And really, I get the jerking in my stomach every time I try to tell it. So if I break down crying now, it's because it was too real, right? So that's why I keep having to take this breath. You know, the tears when it be like right behind your nose. I don't know where it start there, but like around your eye sockets and behind your nose, like the tear be like, can I come out? Like, yo, can you just relax for a second? So I feel the tears now just thinking about it because it was real. Okay, so that one of the agents was talking to another agent and was like, I got to paraphrase because I don't remember the specifics, but the point was they were saying that I could give my life, right? Say, oh, yeah. So you want them to be let go? Da 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 da. Okay, well then you got to die then. Da 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 da. I was like, all right. I ain't say it like that. I was like, okay, cool. I said, as long as he don't got to suffer no more. I said, as long as he don't got to suffer, then I'm cool with it, right? So they said, all right, get on your face. So I laid down on my face, and the agent dude, not agent, but the agent, whoever that was, with the big-ass gun that walked down behind me, he put the gun to my head, the back of my, I think, first to my back, and then to the back of my head. And he was saying, all right, he said, it's time to go, right? And I ain't say nothing. It was almost as if, you know what I mean? You gonna see what I'm saying. So you're like, all right, it's time to go. And I think they did a countdown. So they did a countdown, da-da-da-da, and then it was nothing. And then I looked up, and they pieced him back together. And he was supposed to be able to walk out. And they were talking to each other like, yo, he will actually do it. Like, so the consensus was nobody was willing to lay down their life for the master. And the master laid down his life for everybody. I didn't know that was the consensus. I didn't know that that's what they were showing me. And I didn't know I was dreaming. So they tested me. That's what it looked like to me. They tested me to see if when I said that shit, was I for real? Because I said in the song, Letter to Jacob York, I said, I'll lay down my life for Pop to win. Right? Because I had been saying it like, okay, I don't care what nobody say. He gave his whole life for this whole shit. I give my life for this shit. You see what I'm saying? Because he the only one that know what happens next. So if I was a part of the story that helped whoever needed to get out by finding Malachi, I'm not attached to this realm. I'll go. But they were like, okay, we're going to see this nigga for real. So they put me in a simulation. And in the simulation, they were saying that I was going to die if he was going to come out. I was like, all right, bet. And they said, get on your face. I got on my face. They didn't pull the trigger. And then I realized that shit was a test. So my point is, yeah, like, I'm not afraid of death. Not afraid of dying, none of that. I'm not afraid to live either. I'm just grateful to be a part of the story. This shit is happening in real time, right? You seeing the story in real time. You don't got to know who I am. Those who can see who I am. That ain't going to unhappen the story, all right? So free Malachi, right? And what I mean by that is hopefully those of you who will be ready will be able to get home. I might be talking to 2 people out of the 600-something thousand people that follow me. All right, to the 2 people that I'm talking to, get out of here. It's about to get ugly here. And the only way you're going to be able to get out of here is being in tune with the master, because they'll come for you. You don't got to take yourself out, none of this stuff. This ain't no suicide shit. Don't let these people lie to you. All right? They'll come for you. You'll be visited, and they'll bring you up out of here. Other than that, the rest of the people will be destroyed with the implosion of this realm. That's how this goes. They showed it to me already.
Forgotten.
You say you've been hurt and you say you've been beat. You say you want love and I say we gon' see. You say you won't phase and you say you want me. I just pray you won't change and I pray you won't leave. Cause all my niggas did treated on me. All my niggas they hated on me. But you say you won't phase and you say you want me. I just pray you won't change and I pray you won't leave. Cause baby I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Baby I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Yeah, yeah. I've been whipping down the road. Never thought that I could live without a pulse. Heartless, it's a different kind of show. I am not the same nigga, not no more. Nigga had to grow, came up on a whole lot of gold. Yeah, I'm like, fine, let on hate, cause I'ma still be who I be. Phase one, that's the real me. It's still me, and it's all good, cause I got it on my own like a boss should. What you say? I said it's all good. I done got it on my own like a boss should. I fought for it. You say you been hurt and you say you been beat. You say you want love and I say we gon' see. You say you want phase and you say you want me. I just pray you won't change and I pray you won't leave. Cause all my niggas they treated on me. All my niggas they hated on me. But you say you want phase and you say you want me. I just pray you won't change and I pray you won't leave. Yeah, baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. I make my own beat. Yeah. I pray that you gon' stay the same. When I pull up in there, we want you to say my name. You gon' hear a lot of rumors on my way to fame. They gon' want me out sooner once I change the game. I had to start living higher. I lost a lot of friends. They turned on me and it didn't make a lot of sense. I just wanted them to see me come up out the trenches. I may never understand what they got against me. Hey, I'm that nigga now, so ain't no double back, and that ain't happening. Ain't nobody had my back when I was broken. Now I'm cashing out. My mama got that mansion. I spoke it into existence. I broke through a new dimension. My focus is too persistent. I appreciate the love every time you like the post, every time you share, every time you chose to do both, every time you left a comment just to let a nigga know that I had your vote. What that meant to me, you'll never know. Every time I had a show and you showed and you cheered. Every time you told them, hey, to keep it low so you can hear. Every time you told me, fade, just keep working, you'll get there. Never fear, cause I'm here. Say you been hurt and you say you been beat. You say you want love and I say we gon' see. And you say you want phase and you say you want me. I just pray you won't change and I pray you won't leave. Cause all my niggas they treated on me. All my niggas they hated on me. But you say you want phase and you say you want me. I just pray you won't change and I pray you won't leave. Beating my drum. Cause baby, I move to the beat of my drum and I make my own beat. How much? I make my own beat. I pray that you gonna stay the same. When I pull up in that whip, want you to say my name. You gonna hear a lot of rumors on my way to fame. They gonna want me out these sooner once I change the game. I had to start living higher. I lost a lot of friends. They turned on me and it didn't make a lot of sense. I just wanted them to see me come up out the trenches. I may never understand what they got against me. Hey.
Good morning, sir. Let's get money.
Yeah. This 8 years ago. This 2017.
Talk to him. That's me. This is to anybody in this realm, in this dimension, you know, this world. There's always a way out.
There's always a way out.
Yeah. I've been way down. I got way up. 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 Cross up on my back, but I won't crumble with it. Boss up on the stack and now I'm staying with it.
You hear what he said? As soon as I come in. Cross up on my back, but I won't crumble with it.
But I won't crumble with it. Boss up on the stack and now I'm staying with it. Can't worry about who popping in the meantime. I done came up on the second, now I'm running with it. I've been real nigga, I just got some money with it. Each time I hop out, they say bravo just like Johnny did it. I put in work, muscle body, Under Armour fitted. Late night trying to figure out how I'ma get it. That what you talking, what you selling, I ain't buying. Girl, why you tripping? I've been working, I've been trying. I'm thinking I ain't knowing they ain't rooting for me. Ain't put no more pressure on it than they applying. Oh, I made this money, how I made this money. I work too hard, I be damn if a nigga take it from me. I did it all for the family, just do this thing for me, y'all. No matter what they say, don't let me fall down. I've been way down. I got way up. I've been way down. I got way
I got way up.
I got way up. I've been way
nigga dead, they despise me.
So money on my head won't surprise me.
I got demons on my back, trying to stick me.
That nigga was ahead of his time. He already knew.
So money on my head won't surprise me. I got demons on my back, trying to stick me on my track. Got me running from the fed, they can't find me.
Ahead of his time.
Mama, you know they coming for me. I gotta pick up the mission just like the one before me. Ain't got no time to let it go. It's my time, I'll never know. But I'ma ride out every nut. I know that song important.
Exactly. Who that in the back? You talking about you? Was that the same photo? Yeah, there go you in the back. There go my mama in the back. And the other nigga named John Abate, who I used to work for selling cars. I asked him if I could put their car in a video. He was like, for sure.
Way up. They want a nigga dead, they despise me. So money on my head won't surprise me. I got demons on my back, trying to stick me on my track. Got me running from the fed, they can't find me. Mama, you know they coming for me. I gotta pick up the mission just like the one before me. Ain't got no time to let it go. It's my time, I'll never know. But I'ma ride out every nut, I know that song important. And we've been through the struggle, we've been through a spell. Can flush the toilet bathroom with the sewer smell. I saw your tears when you was trying to keep them to yourself. Mama, don't thank me, cause all I wanted to do was help.
Oh, God. He say, Mama, don't thank me, cause all I wanted to do was help.
Can't nobody tell me I'm not the golden ticket. My flow got the hellest, but I'm the coldest with it. I stack them bands to the ceiling just like I'm supposed to get it. I bought that brand new and been in it, now I'm posting with it. I've been way down. I got way up. I've been way down. I got way up.
And I don't want to hear all that. Oh, yeah, light-skinned girl. I got dark-skinned girls in my video. She went to high school with me. She was one of my folks. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Cause really what happened was, nigga was talking shit, and he would dang her. And I was like, oh, the nigga want to talk shit? So I hit her, I said, oh, you want to be in my video? So I put her in my video because he was talking shit. So if he wasn't talking shit, I wouldn't have put her in the video. So that's the reality of it. But she was fucking with me anyway. Yo, we were cool. But I was like, hey, I got something for you to do. You want to be in the video? That nigga see that shit because we were beefing. It was one of those little bitty beefs. You know, everybody didn't know about it, but nigga was beefing. Coming straight out of high school. Oh, this nigga want to talk shit? Let me show him some shit. I still got my old ways a little bit, my Tupac side in me. You know what I'm saying? So I was just showing like, nigga, don't play around, bro, because she'll be over here where I'm at. I just put it in the video, though. Then I dropped off. I ain't do nothing with it. That Tupac would have did something with it.
I got way up. I've been way down. I got way up. They want a nigga dead, they despise me. Money on my head won't surprise me. I got demons on my back, trying to keep me on my track. Got me running from the feds, they can't find me. Yeah.
Oh, you ain't see it. I think I might have winked. Yeah, I was fucking with him.
From the feds, they can't find me.
Yeah, I was fucking with him. I remember that. This nigga hell, boy, I tell you, boy, this nigga could be a villain. That's why I say, hey, good thing he chose the good side. That nigga hell. What you talking about? You don't see that? That's Pac. That's that same motherfucking soul, nigga. We don't give a fuck. I'll show you. Look. Look how he open it down. Look how he open it down. Then look at the wink. Yo, nigga, you niggas don't even know how to wink, but I do. Winking ain't no nigga shit. You know that don't Caucasoid. Man, I wink the shit out of it. Wink. Yeah, nigga, stop fucking playing with me, nigga.
That's real life. Real world. Federal.
Got your lady in the car cheesing with me, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Got your lady in the car cheesing. Yeah, nigga. This way he yell. It's the clan. Look what he yelled though.
Federal. It's the clan. Yeah, bro. Remind me who the baddest, who the baddest I need. You the bullet on this girl. Come find me. You the magic, you the magic I need. I just wanna wake up to a dime piece and a whole lot of
man. And man, hell nah, man. I had to remember, like, yeah, I was a little different. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around with me.
I would say,
Player. I ain't even realize it. Like, I had to go back and like, oh damn, I ain't never dated no ugly female. I'm not gonna say ugly, like, I don't even like talking like that when it comes to the women. I always was with somebody who was like fine as fuck. Or, you know what I mean? In my videos, yeah, I knew how to put this shit on. Player, I got that side for sure.
I would say go for it.
You need to drop what song? You talking about 9 Ether?
You know, y'all feel
Oh yeah. I forgot about that song.
a little different. I can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to tell.
It should be in an email. You can drop it.
It's really about. I wouldn't say that.
I wasn't even cooking nothing. I remember that. I had put a washcloth in a little pan, and I was just like doing the motion like I was chopping some shit. I wasn't chopping nothing for real. Look at this shit. You can see the little washcloth, right?
I would say.
You see it jumped up real quick. They was in there cooking washcloths.
I would say.
Got to know me. If you know me, you know I wasn't in that kitchen cooking nothing. I wasn't cooking shit. There go the washcloth right there. Forgot to edit that shit out. Without cooking.
I would say go for it, but you know, y'all feel
Wasn't nobody even on the phone either.
a little different. I can't really tell. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna get your stupid ass on?
I can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to tell. It's really about. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, that's cool. How long you think it'll take you to get? Yeah. All right.
That nigga need to be in a movie. I ain't gonna hold you. He hard. That boy can act. 2019 fumble. Leave it alone. Nigga said bro can do anything.
I've been dreaming and you've been drinking and we've been singing this whole time, thinking that you would stay down, but I found my babe now and she's on the way now. Why the fuck are you still here? I don't need you. I was sleep texting when I said I need to see you. Here you are with this lingerie and it's see-through. Natural, flesh, stomach, babe, but I don't think you should stay around. Cause all you wanna do is just lay around. And all you wanna do is just play around. But I'm tired of the games, I ain't playing now. Hey, I've been dreaming.
That nigga face is hell, boy. What?
This whole time thinking that you would stay down, but I found my babe now and she's on the way now. Why the fuck are you still running through my mind? I'm running through your brain like a gangbang.
This video hard, bro.
Damn shame, how I'm gonna explain half a bottle of this champagne. Weighing 30, but your body looking perfect. Now my laundry getting dirty. I ran out of detergent. How the fuck is this shit working? I ain't see this version in my mind. This shit was worthless. Now I'm caught with this serpent. Yeah, I've been dreaming she's on the way now. Why the fuck are you still? I've been dreaming, and you've been
I don't know who I thought I was, but I was who I thought I was, though, for sure, though.
singing this whole time.
TT, what's going on?
Now and she's on the way now. Why the fuck are you still?
Bro was in love, nigga. You ain't listening to the lyrics. Y'all need a lot of shit. A lot of my shit go over people's head.
You think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? You let these niggas try me like I'm not the motherfucking one.
You always be doing this stupid ass shit. Stop playing.
I was raised by my motherfucking mama. I'm not no fucking fool.
Smell the door hard air white.
Yeah, man, that you gonna walk home. Hey, man, you don't see me talking.
Get the fuck off me.
How about you go ahead and walk to Jared, the motherfucking house then? You do that.
I just made up a nigga name. How about you go and walk to Jared, the motherfucking house then? Hold up.
Maybe I will.
What about this motherfucking shit, man?
I guess it's farewell to the old times, huh? You know, lately I ain't even really been.
Y'all remember them belts used to be hard? You had one of these, you thought you were the shit.
Lately I ain't even really been. Stopping for red lights, none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just in thought, you know, it's a beautiful thing to be able to process and ponder this place, you know. I've been running through red lights, bar 12 lately. Genuine and rare wines in your jeans. I'm screaming farewell to the old times. Still on my mind. Say so what you really mean. What you really mean. All of my niggas gon' say that I'm crazy for walking away like I did. They did not see how you stood on my heart. They should know I don't play by my shit. Look what you did. Got me stuck on this shit like some motherfucking tits. I can't stay in my feelings, but fuck it, it is what it is. Nobody doing this shit that you did for me. We go back in this shit, we got history. Hey, late night push up, lay back, blowing on strong. 3 o'clock, nobody home, yeah, you know what I'm on. Even though you felt like you were scared for me, didn't know if I should fall. I should be wishing that you would just call. For what you did is you breaking me off. Cause I know where you stay.
That shit hard as hell. I forgot this song was that damn hard, bro. That nigga said, fuck what you did is you breaking me off. Cause I know where you stay. This nigga hard, bro. Like, these niggas hate you. They hate you, bro. You fired.
Like you were scared for me, didn't know if I should fall. I should be wishing that you would just call. For what you did is you breaking me off. Cause I know where you stay, far from my place. Shawty, won't you swing my way? Cause I really don't know what I'm gonna do without you. I just hop in the ride, block with these vibes. Took a few shots, he can't properly drive. Red lights, bar 12 lately. Genuine and red wine, see your jeans. I'm screaming farewell to the old times. Still on my mind, say so what you really mean. I'm running red lights, bar 12 lately. Genuine and red wine, see your jeans. I'm screaming farewell to the old times. Still on my mind, say so what you really mean.
That was hard. All right, I gotta go, y'all. Gonna take my spiritual bath. You know what I'm saying? Get my being prepared. All right, so I can make my elevations. I got stuff to, endure, and then I'm gonna tell y'all about it after I complete the levels. I ain't done with my interdimensional initiation. All right, love y'all. Peace in the land. It's truly wonderful. I'll shook divine love.